All right, all right. Let us see what it's going to be. Okay. We got one. Do we got two? Hold on, homie. Hold on. I asked you. We got two. Do we got three? Oh, shit. I'm not even on the right. I'm nowhere near where I need to be. Nowhere I need to be to make sure we got all three for the YouTube. Let's see. Looks like we do. Howdy, Tom Jensen. VigilanteWilliamson here on the 105th episode of VW Catch. We actually have a lot to talk about. A lot of stuff broke today. I didn't put it in the title, but I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Just broke this week. We got Tuah. Well, I don't think I actually formally talked about her. We got Jay-Z. And we got Andrew Tate, who we haven't talked about in a while. And we did a lot of coverage on how much of a fucking demon. Three demons. And I guess... I guess Tate and Jay-Z are probably even, because Tate is mess with the youth as well as Jay-Z is being accused of, so they're probably even. And we'll maybe start with Hawk 2. Oh, you know what? Also, probably need to just talk about the infamous shooting. Ooh, sorry. That's another thing. My sinuses are fucked. Hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. My sinuses are fucked. I didn't order this fucking winner. What the fuck is the point of being on Texas and winner? Andrew Tate. Oh, he was already after the children. He admitted to being, was she a 15-year-old? I believe she was 15 or 16. Something like that. He admitted that. He's stupid. He didn't realize he admitted it because he's a fucking idiot. But we covered that in the video. Let me see if I can even find the video that I did last year on Andrew Tate. I did a series of streams, and then I condensed it into a video. I edited it into one video, pieces of them together. I believe that's what I did, and maybe added a little bit of commentary on top of it, something like that. But going back to it, was luckily I don't do that many videos anymore, so I gotta go too far. But yeah, we had already talked about that. I guess I'll just cue that just when we get on that subject. Okay, this is bad. I already went back too far. Okay, I found it. But yeah, we did already hit that. Pause. I have this message. And then that's me talking in that video. So, because I was pretty, I don't know what the word is, confrontational to some of his haters. Yeah, I've already found the clip. Oh, did I miss it? There we go. Yeah, so she was 15. We'll cue that back in. Man, I don't know. Hey, Real Wade, I'm worried that we're not. I'm worried that the Vikings are going to overtake us. We're just so unhealthy on defense. And the Vikings keep fucking winning. And it's going to come down to that last game. We're not going to be able to rest our starters. It's going to come down to that last game because the Vikings keep winning. And we're going to need to win that game. I don't know what the tiebreakers is because they would tie us because we beat them earlier in the season. So I don't know, but more than likely it'll be, unless they can lose. If they can lose, we got some breathing room. I was hoping that we would get a Bills-Lions Super Bowl. Bills lost today. It looks like Kansas City's going to have home field advantage in the AFC. They won, of course. They might be three-peating these Kansas City Swifties, unfortunately, Tom Jensen. We'll see. I hope I'm wrong. Who knows? I want the Lions to win more than anything. When I started this channel, I would say, oh, yeah, the Lions will never win the Super Bowl. I expected it to never happen in my lifetime. This is as close as they've ever been. We have so many injuries on defense. I do need to check to see when guys can get back, if guys can get back, so I can feel a little bit better. But we got a lot of injuries. I'm sorry, guys. Again, sinuses suck. That's not professional. That's so not professional. I'm trying to move the mic away from me. I don't know how good of a job I'm doing. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, I'm not giving up. Don't stop believing. Born and raised in South Detroit, which really doesn't exist. South Detroit is like Toledo or downriver or Windsor. Detroit's kind of on the axis, but that's neither here nor there. Southwest Detroit. But I'm hoping for the Lions to win the Super Bowl. We'll see. We got a lot of injuries. I'm worried. I am more worried. We are, still winning. We did beat the Packers Thursday. That was a really good team to beat. Well, allegedly, because now the Packers have a thing where they haven't beat too many winning teams. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But thank you all for joining. We may play Tekken a little later, depending on how I feel. And I don't think it is good night. My sinuses are killing me for some reason. Hold on, I'm about to mute, and I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. That's professional. My sinuses are not good. Doesn't have the best turnout. Maybe I should have started this a little earlier. It's late. It's late on a Sunday night. I don't know where everyone is schedule-wise. One thing I didn't put in the subject line, thank you, Tom. I am back. Appreciate you being welcome. I kind of want to, it's not too many people in the chat. I wanted to get everyone's thought on the shooting. We did talk a little bit about it Friday, I believe. The United Healthcare shooting. But it's taking a life of its own. I also think it's crazy they haven't found him. And I also think or suspect, not crazy, but something's up. And it might correlate with the rumor that maybe, a lot of people are taking a power to the people attitude on this, but maybe the hit came from the plug, so to speak, that this was a pharmaceutical hit. And that's why the guy isn't found. And that maybe this guy had pissed off the plug. I don't know enough about the story. I don't know. Maybe do some live research on that. The idea that this may be a pharmaceutical hit, and see if this guy had pissed off somebody at Big Pharma, and that's what happened. Yeah, listless. Hey, listless. That's the rumor. That's one of the rumors. A lot of people want this to be a power to the people, and that's fair, and that's cool, and that's whatever. And listen, I'm not boo-hooing over the guy either. He was an evil bastard, and so are all these healthcare companies. And a lot of people are really getting geeked up. It's going to lead to more private security. You know that. So, yeah, it might be a Big Pharma assassination. But that's just a rumor. I'm just a dude on the internet. So, and trying to, so yeah, the Brian Thompson, that's the guy. A lot of people don't even know his name. I forgot his name. But I mean, again, I'm not is it Thompson? I'm not somebody who's boo-hooing over him, but I'm starting to not feel so power to the people, especially because they haven't found him. It's like, all right, how did you guys not find this guy? You know what I mean? With all the resources and the fact that he's on fucking camera. And so maybe it is Big Pharma. Maybe it will lead to higher insurance premium. Hey, Kai. And yeah, that's the also thing. It's like, okay, whether you like the guy or not, you do want to live in a world where people who just walk up and delete people do go to jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to just like, okay, it's cool with somebody. Oh, fuck him. But if New York is just like that, well, yeah, you can just get, even a billionaire can get walk up deleted, and it's just like we'll never hear from him. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, well, that's a problem too. But I think there's a chance this might have been a farmer hit. But I don't. How the fuck do you even find that information out? I would have to know about. I'm not well versed in the healthcare, right? Yeah, there are laws still, right? Regardless of how you might feel about the guy, you do kind of like, okay, NYPD can't be that incompetent, right? I know major cities are fucking death traps. I know that the fucking police in most major cities are fucking incompetent as shit, but like, even not like in some of the evil shit this guy did, please just be able to find this guy. But if it's, if it is a hitman, which apparently the experts say it isn't, I mean, I don't, because with the New York Times, I mean, I can show you guys what I'm looking at. Because the New York Times is so trustworthy. You know what I'm saying? But, Jesus. Updated terms. Docs in my email. Which you can email. I mean, fuck it. But, was Brian Thompson's killer a hitman? Experts say unlikely. I don't know if I agree. Because you still haven't found this fucker. The murder of Brian Thompson not appear to be committed by a cold, calculated professional according to people who study criminal behavior. For the general public, the shooting in Manhattan, Chief seemed like a Netflix show. I guess they're saying cold blood morning murder outside of a hotel. Hooded man shooting a corporate bigwig from behind. Victim turned to face the attacker before crumbling to the ground, mortally wounded. But those beyond for those who professionally study criminal behavior, though the shooting was packed with crucial information with the killer's every known move, provide new opportunities to speculate who it might be. The police said the shooting was a target attack by someone with experience with firearms. Was that someone with a personal grudge or a higher hand? If the killer was a hitman, was he amateur or seasoned professional? So this is just some criminal justice professor. He's a former FBI guy. He says, forgive me for saying too much or too little evidence. It looks like the kind of guy who made up his mind he was doing the right thing. Okay. In terms of professional hitman, it's unlikely it'd be hard to get somebody to do something like this. Is very high risk. The gunman, is that all you have? Whole problem is doing the thing in Midtown Manhattan, even though it's in the morning. There are cameras everywhere. It's too much of a possibility of other people intervening. Well, ain't nobody gonna intervene. It's fucking New York City. Or a cop happening to walk by. But I mean, they still haven't fought the fucker. I don't know, man. I don't know. There are laws. There are two-tier enforcement of laws. Very true. Certainly, Brian Thompson didn't live under the same law system we do. How can they know without firing the guy? It's a very good question. Don't have to like the guy either, but you didn't have to delete him. Guy created an algorithm to deny people the benefits. That's why nobody gives a shit. No, it's more than nobody giving a shit. People are celebrating this shit, man. People are celebrating this shit. There are Mega Man memes with other healthcare execs. This is more than people. This guy is a cult hero now. This guy's a cult hero. Now, I don't know if it was a fucking hit. Yeah, you said the killer is definitely former military, but not a hit. Hitman don't carve shit. That's true, unless it's a red herring. If you do, you know what I mean. Not to go penguin. You know what I'm saying? When you kill somebody and it make it look like somebody else did it, but. Soft spoiler for that series. If indeed you are far, let's say, the street rumors is true. I say the street rumors. The conspiracy rumors is true. That he earned it. And listen, I have a certain amount, I don't like disrespecting the dead, but please, don't count me as somebody who's caping for this asshole. And it's a miracle this isn't a more common occurrence. It's a miracle this hasn't been the standard fucking meta for 50 years in this country. This has not been the standard, but it hasn't been. And that's another thing. As much as people are mad at this motherfucker, as much as people get mad, people usually just talk shit. It usually takes, even in the event of the quote-unquote BLM shit or the quote-unquote January 6th, that was feds, man. It usually takes feds to actually move. You know what I'm saying? So you do wonder if, I don't know enough about his dealings, but if he did piss somebody off at one of these pharmaceutical companies, they could have did something and said, you know what? We'll make it look like it was just an angry victim / because they know what business they're in. They're the dope business. They're the dope business. Could be drug dealers get clapped all the time. You know what I'm saying? And as a healthcare CEO, he's a part of the drug game. Rather it's official or not, he's a part of the drug game. People part of the drug game get clapped all the time. Maybe it is. I don't know that it is. I'm just presenting it. I like the idea of the people finally firing back at the evil elites as much as anybody. Don't get me wrong. I'm just, because it's out there, I'm like, you know what? That's something to lead with. Everyone else is just talking about it, right? Talking about what should we feel? You feel how you feel. Fuck. Feel how the fuck you feel. I'm not going to tell you how to fucking feel. Who's the CEO? No, Retro Richard, who's the CEO of DC Comics. No. But yeah, people are definitely happy about it, Kai. He earned it. You're right. He earned it by being a demonic piece of shit. Like you say, he had an algorithm to deny people their benefits. Like, what an evil fucker. Yeah, you could just smoke somebody. You could smoke a billionaire and just leave in New York. And you think the killers for military don't think it was a hit. We'll see. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll never know, honestly. They're going to catch somebody. Maybe he did it. Maybe he didn't. We'll never know. It'll be 1,000%, but we'll get a story eventually. Appreciate you being here, Retro Richard. James Gunn, Peter Safran are the coach here. Oh, geez. Well, I don't know anything about Peter Safran, but I've heard some shit about James Gunn similar to the shit we're going to talk about with Jay-Z. Let's just say that. So if James Gunn has to go, no disrespect. No, I'm not encouraging anything. I don't want, this is not a, but he's got some rumors about him. But then they calling themselves out. Could incur wrath from people. Yeah, don't do anything I wouldn't do. But if you do name it after me, just play devil's advocate. At what point is this insane? Yeah. Oh, there was rumors that Gunn was into the youth. That he was into young individuals. And he had a lot of crazy ass jokes on his Twitter way back in the day, which I remember a lot of motherfuckers did, we always have edgelords, maybe they were jokes, but there was some weird shit on his Twitter. And then that's the thing, yeah, listeners, you can't, I know I'm a vigilante, right? But if we actually have vigilantes, no, Tom Gores is doing an okay job. It took fucking forever. But no, Tom Gore's doing an okay job. But yeah, we're talking about vigilantism, which was somebody was going to name one of my albums. That's the third project. The title was Vigilantism. I'm still going to rock with that. But yeah, what do you think about vigilante justice? What do you think about this CEO killer? And I was telling the latest rumor from Pussy Crusher 4206969, which is a euphemism that we use for just the internet. Random rumors, that it may have been a hit from Big Pharma, that he may have pissed off the plug, and that's why he got clapped. And Tom Jensen not feeling as much as protective over his sports team ownership. Talking about Ryan Smith, the CEO of the Jazz. The Jazz have had a rough run too. He said bunch of Maxi Zeus's. Shout out to BTAS. Said motherfuckers, they gotta go. Man, and that goes back to what Listless says, to play devil's advocate. If indeed this vigilante justice picks up as the people wish it does and will it to be, like I said, there's memes where they have all. Let me see if I can find a Mega Man meme of healthcare professionals, and they consider like one has already been eliminated. Like that's the feeling from the people. So if there are copycats, indeed, you know what I mean? At some point, somebody who doesn't deserve to get hit is going to get hit. You know what I'm saying? So, who's Ryan Smith? Shootouts. That's what I think about it. Who's Ryan? Ryan Smith of Smith Entertainment Group, SEGB. I never heard of that. Jeez, I don't know how to find this shit. Oh man, I'm probably never gonna find it, but it was a funny meme. I'm like, I don't even know. Let me just see if I can search in Mega Man. No. I don't know how I found it accidentally. It's over the Jazz, yeah. And it's too with cancel culture the way it is. You want me, yeah, that's true. With cancel culture. Look, see, Retro Richard already tried to kill Kai Cenat. You know what I mean? You can't just have this thing get off the rails real quick. It's just clap everybody you don't like. You know what I'm saying? I get this guy. He's a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna feel too much sympathy. But this can't go forever. This can't go forever, right? Because it'll go crazy, right? It will fall off the rails. There's no way. He does live next to Diddy. Yeah, we go from rapid illiteracy to vigilantism. Exactly. And then we got to talk about PDF files, scam coins, and PDF files with scam coins before this episode is over. But I'm not going to be able to find that meme. But it exists. It's like the Mega Man level select. Speaking of Diddy, speaking of PDF files, so now that we got a few people here, let's talk about Sean motherfucking Carter. A lot of people called it earlier in the year, including Jaguar Wright, former backup singer to this guy. And he has a storied history. You can ask if she'll ever tell the story. Foxy Brown, who was 15, 16 at the time of working with this then 25, 26, 27-year-old man. Maybe older. I think he's messed around with his age, but that's neither here nor there. Jay-Z, a.k.a. Sean Carter, in a civil lawsuit accused of you know what to a 13-year-old girl in 2000 along with Sean Diddy Combs. The names are starting to come out. It's starting to happen, and Jay-Z's name has been long associated with the same activity as P. Diddy, and it's starting to come out. So the star rapper and entrepreneur, whose real name is Sean Carter, that was S-E-A-N Carter, I forgot, who cares, accused a lawsuit of taking a 13-year-old's innocence in 2000 along with Diddy Combs. The anonymous accuser, identified as Jane Doe, said the assault happened after she was driven to an MTV Music Video Awards after party. Who drives a 13-year-old girl to an MTV Music Video Awards after party? Listen, man, this industry's fucking evil. People sell their kids into this industry, man. What the fuck? Grape does have a statute of limitation in certain states. Oh, don't make it about race. This isn't about race. Black excellence. Out of time you out, but whatever. And what the hell? That's a weird icon. We will be talking about Tate because he got hacked. He got hacked, and we got to talk about, oh, Jesus Christ. Hawk Tuah's crypto. He apparently has a crypto too, but he got hacked. And maybe the video might be smoother to go through everything. So yeah. So now we will get to Tate. Yeah, 60% off some bullshit. We were talking about Jay-Z though. Jay-Z, you can see the headline. He's accused in a civil lawsuit of doing this R-word, as the YouTube algorithm will allow. Even though I'm sure I'm going to say a lot of other stuff to get the YouTube algorithm off. But he did unspeakable things to a 13-year-old, along with Sean Diddy Combs in 2000. Allegedly, that's what this lawsuit is alleging. It was filed in October in the Southern District of New York, listing Combs as a defendant, and it was refiled Sunday to include Carter, a.k.a. Jay-Z. Texas-based attorney Tony Busby, who filed the lawsuit, didn't comment. Carter called the allegations idiotic. He did say untrue, apparently. Maybe there's a statement. It alleged Busby was engaged in unprofessional behavior. Here's a quote from that statement, I'm assuming. These allegations are so heinous in nature, I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. That's an interesting thing to put in your statement. But yeah, I mean, you didn't do it. The rumors have been out there, buddy. And cool, what happened with Foxy Brown? But 24 years later is a long time. That's the thing. Oh, you referencing him? Be said Black Action. I know you were referencing that, but still. And he had a song called Black Excellence, so I mean, I kind of got it was on him, but still. I ain't taking the blame for that fucker. Fuck. Shit. I'm not taking the blame for him. But yeah, you do get this. Oh, I know Orlando Brown birthday was also December 4th. Happy belated birthday. For those who don't know, he's a growing boy. He's 20 now. Grown-ass man. No longer a teenager. 24 years is a long time. There is no, I don't know. I think there is it is a substantial felony. You're right. I do think there is a statute of limitations on, in some states. So I don't know what it is. Why would you take the blame? You're Asian, whatever. Okay, I would just time you out just out of the disrespect. Hopefully I don't yeet you. Okay, just 10 seconds. Hopefully I don't yeet you or accidentally pin the comment. That depends on the lawyer. Strong can make the case for strong evidence. The fact that it does speak for itself. I mean, I can. Because I want this on my search history. Statute of limitations, New York, since that's where it is. Okay, luckily it came up for me. So for sexual assault, statute of limitations. Jesus. This is a horrible thing to fucking search. This is a horrible thing to fucking have on my search history. But here it is. Statute of limitations for assault. So, for survivors of sex assault in New York who were under 18 and before the Child Victim Act was passed January 28, 2019. The statute of limitations expires when they turn 23. So for assault, the statute of limitations would have expired because her incident happened before that law was passed. If the abuse happened after the law was passed, they have until they're 55. For adult survivors, the statute is usually 3 years. So it's 20 years. It's been revised, but it depends on when the act has happened. So it's outside the statute of limitations. So I'm sure her lawyers are going to argue we would if we could, but it's outside the current statutes of limitations by at least how I'm interpreting the law. I guess I can go back to here just in case more information. So we'll see. The statement, legal representative Combs called the suits. Okay, now I don't care about Combs. We already know about the baby oil guy. So this trial is May 5th as far as Combs. Before the lawsuit was refiled, Carter received a letter from a plaintiff's counsel requesting mediation to solve this matter. Busby wrote the suit. In response to the letter, which NBC News has seen, I don't know if they're going to publish it, Carter filed his own lawsuit against the accuser's attorneys. Busby wrote the suit. You made a terrible error in judgment thinking all celebrities are the same, Carter added in a statement. I'm not from your world. Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you serious? We protect children, blase spleen. I'm not here. Granted, I'm not reading that whole And there's a lot of stuff. Oof. The suit. Oh, Jesus. This is dark. I'm not gonna read the alleged what happened. You guys can look it up if you want to know what the accuser alleged to have happened. But going back, here's the at the end of the day, was this woman at this party, and if so, why? I shouldn't say woman. She's a woman now, obviously. But if she's a 13-year-old, how the fuck? Who drives a 13-year-old to a video music awards party, man? There's something fucking crazy in this world. No, I'm not. Stop with this shit. This is dildo. It was conversationally relevant. It is relevant to why this is a civil suit and not a criminal suit. It can't be a criminal suit, so that's why I was checking. Jesus Christ. Time for that. Just so let me see. Just a bunch of YN saying Mary Swishness. Yeah, it looks like it's decades. 24 years and the Diddy thing. Could be bandwagoning. Could be. 13-year-old is definitely a child. She's currently a woman. She was 13 at the time. Who drives a 13-year-old? Who drives a child to the VMAs? Look, I don't know what's going to happen in this suit. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. I was 13. She's my age. Jesus Christ. I turned 13 the year 2000. So I would have been like 12 because the VMAs usually in September. Like a few weeks from turning 13. Said Muhammad, oh boy, you're not wrong. Muhammad liked them younger than that. We can't piss off every fucking group of people. Jesus Christ. This shit will never grow. It's almost good that this shit doesn't grow. I would be the one hacked instead of Andrew Tate. This is why I apologize. But we're about to get to the Andrew Tate thing after this. This is why I apologize to the LGBTQ plus community, because most of IT is furry, and a lot of tech people are rainbow. Don't fuck with them, man. You can't fuck with these people. I don't want to fuck with these people. I don't want the smoke. We'll get into that later. Going back to this, I as long as I don't get hacked, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Yeah, they did. Yeah, a lot of fucking people have done a lot of fucked up things in religions. LG Buddy KTV, and you can't just fuck around, because they don't fuck around. They got Andrew Tate, which fuck Andrew Tate. He's a piece of shit. But I don't want to get got for cracking jokes. Shit. You fuck with him then. Shit, I don't want that smoke. Again, most of IT wears a furry costume, and a lot of other professionals are a little bit, whatever. If she was a boy, her priest would break it in. Dildo stop her. It is real dark mode, man. This is real dark mode. Okay, let me say my closing piece before we get to more fucking demons, because we, of course, we got more. Wasn't there. Don't know what happened. Ironically, the same age as the victim or the alleged victim. I know the entertainment industry has a rep, and it has a well-earned rep. I cannot believe somebody drove a 13-year-old to a VMA party. A 13-year-old who was presumably not in the industry at the time. Maybe that was the idea. She's coming along in the industry. The fact that was even a thing, the fact that happened, says something fucked up probably happened, right? And the fact that that's a thing says there's a fucked up underbelly about the entertainment industry. I disagree with old Joe Campbell. You can make a safe assumption that a lot of celebrities have similar proclivities. There's a reason, a lot of celebrities happen to have flee. They said that shit, oh, I'm leaving when Trump leaves. And Lord knows I don't trust Trump. He's got weird pictures. He said weird things. He got quite a few pictures of the Epstein guy, so he's not. I know some people will argue, but that's not the point. The point is, when he won, a lot of people left, and a lot of people think the reason people left is because maybe being on the left, or maybe because they have some proclivities themselves. I don't know. I know that's a rep, and I know it's a well-earned rep, and this is a fucked up story. We will see what happens. It's not a legal situation. quite to the extent of Diddy's. It's kind of an ancillary case relative to Sean Combs because he's a part of it too. But something rides the dead bar. Where there's smoke, there's fire. There's smoke, there's fire. We heard a lot of smoke about Jay-Z. I don't know. Maybe this isn't the smoking gun, by the way. Maybe there's worse stuff to come. But we've heard that Jay-Z might be a guy who has a lot of similar stuff as Sean Combs. And there's a lot of people in the entertainment industry. Oh, Jesus Christ. No. Jesus. Yes, a lot of people have used a lot of evil things for religion. I found out about the Jehovah's Witnesses. I was raised a Jehovah's Witness. I didn't know as a kid. And then you grow up, oh no, there's some real dark, demonic shit. And they had a whole cover-up system. You know what I mean? And don't nobody even care about the Jehovah's Witnesses. They're not even a big religion like that. But they had a whole cover-up system. And they still do, I think. Now they're losing numbers like crazy, but I still have family members who still part of it. I can't really talk about this stuff with them. So it's just people are fucking evil. I don't want to blame the religion for the evil that people do. Speaking of evil fuckers, Andrew motherfucking Tate. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can get back to the video clip and remind us of how, what a lot of stuff with Andrew Tate. He told us. Let's get back. Let's do a quick refresher on our coverage of Andrew Tate. This is actually from my video, soft plug, not that type of plug, since you dildo. It's proof he's a scumbag. This is him telling you what he did himself. So let's get to that.
Internet. I had these guys selling their houses, life savings, loans, all of it to me. Give me it all. So and it's basic shit, right? You'd have a guy.
Feel bad or no?
Fuck no. To give a solitary fuck.
Vivian. Okay, who cares about that? But this is just show you he's a scumbag. But I mean, they're dumbasses, and they're gonna get exposed. But this is going back to him liking the youth.
It's been with me 6 years. She's completely head over heels in love with me.
Hold on.
Give a solitary fuck. Vivian's been with me 6 years. She's completely head over heels in love with me. She wants kids with me. Everything. Vivian's younger. Melissa's like 28. Vivian's like 21. Vivian's been with me 6 years. Vivian's like 21.
Oh man, no man. What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
My queen Tatiana is okay. So going back to this guy, Andrew Tate, who just admitted that was not AI, that was him talking. He admitted to being with someone who was at the time 15. His fucking words, not mine. VigilanteWilliamson didn't say this. Pussy Crusher didn't say it. It came from the horse's fucking mouth. And then his brother had the damn tweet talking about you can marry girls half your age at 30. This is what they're into. They said it. They didn't invent. They got hacked. These assholes got hacked. And I'll go through it. Maybe there's a video that I saw a video about it. I'm like, I'm talking about this shit too. They got hacked. All their users got hacked. All their information, private chats. I'm sure it's a bunch of shit. I have not gone through it. I just found out about it maybe a half hour for doing this video. I don't really want to go too deep into it. I can only imagine the nightmare. I do think Pre should be able to marry. That would really help things, listeners. But going back to this fucker, recent leak of videos from the War Room group, Mark, and they were hacked by LGBTQ hackers, by the way, because they left a bunch of. You know what? I think the video will do a better job than this article. Let's EFAT this video that I saw. Because why do inferior coverage? Right? I mean, we already are an inferior channel. So let's just do what we can. It's only a 4-minute video. So yeah, let's toss this over.
Yesterday, agents from the Matrix launched an egregious attack on the most important website on the internet, a website called The Real World, formerly known as Andrew Tate's Hustlers University. Not only did this non-consensual penetration expose 14 gigabytes of data.
Pause? Jesus Christ. All right, I'm trying to turn this up. But yeah, this video, what's this guy name? I think he just covers because he's going to cover a lot of technical stuff. We'll go through it. Fireship. I think he covers media from a technical standpoint as far as code bases and programming. So if you have a history of programming, his channel might be something worth checking out. How do I desktop audio? I'm just trying to turn this up a little bit. Not too much. Okay. I'll probably turn it down at some point. All right, and I'm going to keep my mic on just to talk over it and pause if need be.
Like extremely valuable course content that will make you rich, but it also leaked the usernames and emails of over 700,000 members, including the
This guy had 800,000 members. 800,000 motherfuckers signed up to this shit.
Contents of their public and private chat rooms. The hackers described the website as hilariously insecure, and through my own private research, I was able to reverse engineer the tech stack. And you'll never guess which language allowed Top G's backdoor to be exposed. But the data leak is not even the worst part of this incident. It's what the attackers did in the chat room afterward.
Yeah, they posted. They let know who hacked them. And this is why you gotta apologize if you say something wrong. Don't just go, oh yeah, don't be good. I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to make it to tomorrow. What I miss about Jehovah's Witnesses? Oh man, I need to do a whole stream about that. I was raised Jehovah's Witness. They're into some wild shit. I didn't know that as a kid. But they have a whole system of covering up their noncery, basically. They're evil as fuck. And I had no clue. Still got family members who don't. There's a lot of people who don't know because they're not a big religion and they were able to hide it from the religion. So the only people who really know it are people who used to be a part of the religion and left. And so they're fucked up. Real fucked up. That doesn't mean the people who are in it, some people, again, a lot of people do not know how fucked up the Watchtower organization actually is, but they're fucked up. And you're not wrong, Cinch Dildo. Having a wife doesn't stop noncery a nonce from noncing. So if they are a nonce, that it is what it is. But like I said, I do think Paris should probably marry. That would probably help. That'd help out. But yeah, we got to get in this retard suck at math. That doesn't add up to legal. No, it does not. 15, what is it, 16? No, 21 minus 6 does not add up to legal, no. Yeah, the LG 4K TVs are no ones to fuck with. You think Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. LG 4K TVs ain't nothing to fuck with. That's true. That's a good counterpoint. Having a wife is a good cover. Yeah, we got to sit. You can't pledge allegiance. Which really listen to pledge allegiance to the flag. I mean, pledging allegiance to a flag, that's pretty dark. You know what I mean? But we can't do that because and honestly, listen, my allegiance with Jesus Christ. But still, you can't do that. Can't celebrate holidays. And there's vague excuses for it. Now they're starting to loosen the situation. And you're not the boss of me. This is a attempt at one day being profitable. One day. So yeah, they did the Watchtower. So yeah, that's what about Jehovah's Witnesses. Now let's get back to another cult leader, Andrew Tate.
It is November 24th, 2024, and you are watching The Code Report.
And we'll skip through some of this when it gets technical.
Tech Lead Academy, Clever Programmer Bootcamp, and Hustlers University, but I still can't find a job. The tech job market is broken, so I'm thinking about starting a YouTube channel instead. At Hustlers University, they teach you that money making is a skill, and you learn that lesson very quickly when you pay $50 a month to join the program. When you realize you just got hustled out of $50, you then have all the knowledge you need to go and start your own university. This hack revealed 795,000 usernames and email addresses, and the website currently claims to have over 100,000 active members, which would bring in over $5 million per month in revenue.
So I don't know if this is true. This is estimated. I mean, just because everyone's a user doesn't mean they're active. But if there are 100,000 plus active users, he's getting $5 million in monthly revenue from this site. If that is the case, which I don't know. And this guy has a little sarcasm too, so I gotta do that. Jake, if the man his due, oh Jesus.
The data was published on DDoSsecrets.com, which is a nonprofit that analyzes hacked data sets. In addition, if you're part of the Hustlers University alumni, you can find out if you've been pwned on HaveIBeenPwned.com. In addition to the user data, though, there's actual content from the public and private chat rooms, with topics like AI automation, content creation, health and fitness, and so on. It's also a great place to discuss crypto.
So there you go. If you can go to that hacked data site and actually find if you actually think there's some information in this content set that may have some value to you at all, like health and fitness. And we didn't go back to the video. Those motherfuckers were crazy. I don't know if you guys remember when we did the streams on this fucker. But the people in his chat was crazy. The one guy said he would let her marry his daughter and shit. Like, they're weird, motherfucker. They all were like men who were on OnlyFans. Creepy fuckers. Creepy fuckers. Was it the Pirate Bay ship? It might have been.
Crypto, and in fact, Andrew even has his own shitcoin that you can invest in called Daddy. Which
we'll get into shitcoins in a second, but yes, Andrew Tate has a coin you can invest in called Daddy, of course. And of course, his users, who are allegedly straight, have no problem paying a man saying Daddy, no pause, no Diddy. He's supposed to be a Muslim, yes. I don't think he is. I think, again, as we were talking about, people just say shit with religion. But again, never mind. I can't get everybody mad at me. But
health and fitness.
Something youth joke.
And so on. It's also a great place to discuss crypto, and in fact, Andrew even has his own shitcoin that you can invest in called Daddy, which recently dropped 40%, and many people have labeled it a scam. I went through some of these messages myself, and some of the content is a bit too crazy to post here on YouTube, but there were also discussions about the tech stack, like this message from one developer who used ChatGPT to build the Tate terminal. For you poor people out there who don't know what Tate terminal is, it's a shitcoin entirely managed by AI, which is inspired by Mark Andreessen's Truth Terminal. But I also found a post with a job listing for a full stack developer. In that post, it says the stack is TypeScript, Tailwind CSS, WebSockets, and REST. In addition, it has a desktop wrapper and uses capacitor.
Yeah, a fake one, Fizz. Since you did, don't beat me to it. He's in Trevor Lawrence so hard. He got 71 virgins. Keep it up. Keep it up, man. I'm glad. As soon as that hit happened, so many people were just killing Aziz, and he got doxxed. I'm glad as time goes on, we admit, like, that's, I saw a hit that was just the same. It was the Rams. It was the running back. Was it not Kyler? I want to say Kyler Murray. Like, whatever his name is. He got hit the exact same way. He just hopped up. Because he kind of slid and got hit. It was later in the game. How about Tar stop investing in meme coins? Because what else do you think would happen? People are stupid as shit. But that doesn't mean it's legal. You know what I'm saying? People are stupid as shit, but that doesn't make it illegal to steal from them. Oh, boy.
For iOS and Android. Capacitor is a tool that allows you to take a crappy web app, then run it in a web view on iOS and Android to build an even crappier mobile app quickly.
And sorry, even though, of course, they can't even build mobile apps. They have to have a shitty way of doing it. But Brandon Hallam, Drew Lock doesn't have pretty ass hair like Trevor Lawrence. You fell for a Hot Tuah scam? Well, we'll get into her, which I wouldn't want to be, pretty soon. Yeah, but that's the next topic, the Hawk Tuah girl. You guys are already ahead of the curve.
Now, on the main sign-up page, they use Next.js, although that doesn't appear to be the case for the main application. The main website is in the head of the document, and then navigate to a random or maybe Rocket, in fact, Rust Rocket, which is one of the tools used to build.
So this is interesting. He's going to get into this is technical, but he stole some technology from somebody. Also, so
Revolt chat. Things get even weirder because you see a few years ago in 2022, the developer of Revolt, another open source chat platform, accused Tate of stealing his software by violating their AGPL license. And at the time, it was a small project developed by a teenager. It's crazy to think that
so long and short, a 16-year-old came up with some technology. Tate just fucking stole it. Didn't do right by their license. Does he have it there? So, let me see. They offered him a job, apparently, when I read this. But yeah, he stole from a 16-year-old.
AGPL license. And at the time, it was a small project developed by a teenager. It's crazy to think that Hustlers University was stealing open source software from kids. I'm not sure if this ever got resolved.
So yeah, what he says is he in 2019, he was 16-year-old. So I guess he was maybe 17, 18 when it
that
Yeah,
Hustlers University
there's that.
was stealing open source software from kids. I'm not sure if this ever got resolved, but it seems they're still using a closed source fork of Revolt, despite the developer trying to work with them in a very reasonable way. In any case, it appears the hackers were able to break authentication on this API, and one thing that might have helped them is that their front-end JavaScript bundle includes all the code comments and is not obfuscated, making it much easier to reverse engineer. But the university's primary chat room and flooded it with emoji hackers did to make their presence known. They went into the university's primary chat room and flooded it with emojis like the transgender
That's why you can't
flag,
fuck
the
with 'em.
feminist fist, and images of the top G himself
See?
wearing a rainbow flag.
Yo,
And this all
what that
happened while
smoke?
Tate was live streaming on Rumble. It's yet another embarrassment for Tate, but he's not the real victim of this penetration. The real victims are the 800,000 graduates who once held a highly respected diploma. Now it's just a worthless piece of paper, no better than a college degree. This has been the Code Report. Thanks for watching. And
All right. And well, we'll get to Hawk Tuah. You guys already know more than me. Because I don't really know what happened with the Hawk Tuah girl. I was just going to read an article. We probably still will read it if my fucking computer was to comply. But Forbidden Ruin already has some information. So, yes, she has a coin called Hawk. That's been a bigger news story. Yes, she did have a coin. You fell for Hawk Tuah. Oh, you didn't know? You were just joking saying that, Brandon Hollow? Yeah. Stupid law, somebody would be jailed. Yeah, she had a coin. She had one for 3 seconds. That's a recent thing, coin scam. I'll bring it up. But it looks like you guys already know. And shout out to the EQ I was looking for that I'm not actually going to probably buy used. Because you can get them cheaper used. Liv McMahon, no relation to Vince, I don't think. Technology Reporter wrote about this online star, this semi-industry plant. Because this is the new way you do an industry plan. Instead of putting all that work, you just wait till they go viral, and then you sign them to your marketing company, and you toss the hoe everywhere. Actually, I didn't really know what this hoe looked like. The most basic looking bitch on the history of the earth. And I don't know if Boosh is here. Boosh was like, oh, she's such a this, and she's a teacher in this. And listen, they were able to craft the story. A lot of people, she got popular. A lot of people ended up liking her energy, and then she shitted on a guy who filmed her. Like, did you ever thank him for what she said? And came up with some stank ass crypto coin and got a lot of people's investment. And I don't know how legal it is. I don't know if she's actually going to face charges because it seems like this is just a regular thing. Okay, Sweetwater, thank you for letting everybody know the shit I'm looking at. Thanks. Appreciate that. Jesus Christ, I just need to go to other browser without ads. But Forbidden Ruin has some information. People invested 1.4 million or billion? 1.4 billion. Holy shit. I wonder if that's something that was laundering, but she made $2 million high transaction fee. She took it all. Wow. Sucker board every minute. Yeah, a lot of hanging around with kids with Andrew Tate. So, and the Hawk Tuah cashed out $35K meme coin once it went to her. Making what? So she's a billionaire right now? That's crazy. What a come up. They're going to make a movie about this bitch. They're going to make a movie about this bitch. What is this, 6 months from her existence? She hit $1.4 billion. Wow. Even though it's going to crash down. What a 6 months ago, none of us knew she existed. Within 6 months of saying Hawk Tuah as a drunk hoe talking about sucking dick, this goofy bitch hit 1.4 billion. Unreal. Only in America. Oh, they split it between 4 or 6 people. Still hit hundreds of millions of dollars. It's going to probably go away. She's probably going to go to jail. It's probably not going to happen. But she still hit the mark. That's fucking nuts. So yeah, the 4 of I see that now from Forbidden Ruin that they split it. That's crazy. So she's not a billionaire. Obviously, she's not even $100 millionaire. She's not going to keep the money. She's probably going to go to jail. And ironically, this is covered by BBC. I'm sure that's something she knows a little bit about. I should clip this. Yeah, 50 some odd minutes in. I gotta remember to clip it. Unfucking real. Unreal. Only in America, folks. Only in America. Haley Welsh. I was this many days, seconds, hours, minutes old when I actually found out her fucking name. She was the Hawk Tuah girl. This hoe's name is Haley Welsh. So that's the end of the clip. I have nothing else to say. But we're going to keep talking about it for this stream. But as far as clip, that's it. Haley Welsh, known mostly as the star of the viral Hawk Tuah meme, facing criticism after her newly launched cryptocurrency nosedived in value. Digital Core hit 490 million market cap shortly after it launched, losing more than 95% of its value within hours. Led to YouTube cryptocurrency investigator CoffeeZilla to accuse Ms. Welsh of scamming investors with a pump and dump. She's been pumped and dumped. She knows what that is. Where the people behind the coin hype up its price before launch to sell it for profit. She's denied the allegations that her team sold any of the tokens they were owned. BBC has approached Ms. Welsh many times before in her life. But this BBC just wants comments on the situation. The team hasn't sold one token, she wrote, and copy and pasted on X. She answered that no key opinion leaders were gifted a free token. Ms. Welsh had previously distributed free Hawk tokens to some fans ahead of the launch across social media. Hawk launched on the Solana blockchain around 10 p.m. GMT. I don't know. Is that Greenwich Mean Time? On Wednesday. And its market capitalization soared to 490 million and sharply fell to 60 million 20 minutes later. Fans and investors have accused Ms. Welsh and her team of misleading and betraying them and suggested the launch had been a rug pull where promoters of a cryptocurrency draw in buyers only to stop the trading activity and make off with the money raised from the sales. Is that illegal? A community known Mrs. Welsh X post contests her explanation, saying her team has been selling Hawk coins since launch. CoffeeZilla, real name Stephen Findelson, I'm not going to go there. Also claimed Hawk gave insiders an advantage. Unfortunately, most situations like this, they're not targeting crypto bros. They're targeting actual fans who've never been involved in the crypto space before. He said in the video viewed 1.4 million times. He accused Mrs. Welsh's team of profiting from a rug pull. These people were unwilling to take any accountability of the Hawk Tuah scam, he claimed, after sharing a clip of him speaking to some of the people behind the cryptocurrency. Ms. Welsh posted on X, claiming her team attempted to prevent so-called snipers who buy and sell cryptocurrencies quickly at the moment when they are likely to make the most money from a gap in buy-sell price, sometimes using the automated trading tools and posing higher fees. They haven't talked about the fees, though, because you got a point about the fee. I did see a clip of CoffeeZilla asking somebody on her team about those fees. So I'm not sure. They're talking about that. And then they asked about the whole. I don't care about this whole. But yeah, the fees. I could probably look for that clip. But that was a big thing too. They had very high fees on top of it. So no, she's not a billionaire, as you guys mentioned. Apparently, the number was less. They said the BBC, you know how variable or how viable they are. They had it at 490 million, and so then that been split 4 or 6 ways. Still touching a lot of money from just being some thought that they astroturfed once she went viral. Some thought that I forgot who the marketing company. Some marketing company. There's all these different. In the fallout of the entertainment industry proper, you have all these different prop up marketing companies and agencies and media companies that exist outside of it who are that's most famously something like AMP with all these streamers, right? When something gets hot and they find it, they don't have to do all the they don't feel like industry planning anymore, right? So they're too lazy to do a full industry plan. So if you can get viral, then they say, okay, we'll take you from here and then we'll plant you after that. So they're too lazy to do industry. That's how fucked up the entertainment industry is. They're too lazy to do traditional industry plans. So this hoe happened to go viral. They tossed the rocket ship behind this bitch. They gave her a podcast. They gave her a fucking meme coin. And she made off like a bandit. Who knows what's going to fucking happen? Who knows what's going to fucking happen? She got played by the people. She probably did. I'm sure she's not making that much money off of it because that's how it works. Again, she got signed to one of these little outfits. So she doesn't seem that bright, so I don't think she knows what the fuck she's doing. She's not sophisticated enough to pull all this shit off. She's not sophisticated enough to pull all this shit off. She's just some goofy thought. But her team is, clearly, because they were able to do it. And maybe they just pay a few fines and keep most of the money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how this is going to play out. I'm not a lawyer. But yeah, you're right. Come on, bro. She probably got played by the people running the scam. Bet she got a couple million. Bet you're probably correct. They went hard on X with the defense of the scam. They streamed their explanation when people weren't buying it. Wow. 4 to 6 people pre-sold the coin to themselves, then sold the coin when it went live. Wow. That can't be legal. All the coin fans were bought and sold by the 6 of them. They made out with the money. Oh, man. If anything has, so mid-roll, thank you for the information. Always with the facts. You and Fizz always got giving us the facts. Brandon Holler, I don't know why you're not a mod. You just get the mod powers. It's just so weird whenever I see a white face around here. No, I almost put you in timeout because I don't know what I'm doing. But anything has value if you can sell it to someone for more than you bought it. Buy for 1, sell for 2, says Prop Joe. And they sold it for a lot more than 2. There's no laws on crypto. There is laws on insider trading. And they don't consider crypto a security. So I don't know. This is still child's play. Oh, yeah, you're not lying. Compared to BlackRock buying HPS investments. I mean, this is child's play to an average day on the market, man. There's so much manipulation. Meme coins are trading coins for the bigger coins. They can probably get them on insider trading, yeah. Or they could get, so you think they're downplaying the media. They might be, the numbers. They might be. Said globalist media downplaying the numbers. Like I said, she signed to some company. Maybe it's excuse me. Hold on a second. Some of these big marketing companies have investors. Maybe she signed to whatever company that does her team and shit. Maybe they're big enough to have made off with the difference. You know what I'm saying? And they just need another idiot to play their little financial games with a bunch of people's hearts and dreams. So you might be right with that. You said what did you say? 1.5, 1.4 billion, and they said 490 million. That's a damn near $1 billion gap in the numbers. So what's going on? So you definitely could be onto something. I'm just reading the story, but very good point on that. Let's see. Why would they buy them when no one cares about industry plants? Bar a couple people online. Yeah, nobody even cares. Nobody cares, and it's like I said, they're too lazy to even do that. They're just like, well, shit. All right, you're famous. Hey, here's the deal. You went viral. Let's see how we can milk you. I think Dave Buss, the same thing happened to him. Oh shit, you went viral with this stupid song? Cool. Let's sign you up, spit you up, chew you out, and pause, and that's it. We don't have to do anything. You'll do half the work to get yourself to the point where we notice you. We'll sign you, we'll milk you dry, and ride you hard, put you away wet, pause. And I think that's that's the new wave of internet celebrity. And you know what I mean? Like I said, AMP is the most formal version of what I'm talking about. But that's the new wave. You can just let them come to you now and just spend a little bit of dollars polishing them up, put them out to the world. In the case of Tuah, they were able to put a meme coin and launder a little money. And in the case of Dave Blunt, they toss him on tour once The unfortunate probably does happen when it does happen. You fucking make more off his music. And there's probably a million other cases like this that I'm not thinking of offhand. Shit. I see Jocko Willis has a fucking energy drink. You know what I'm saying? And they had that what was that shit? That Athletic Greens shit. And then Andrew Huberman's probably another guy who's in a similar situation. Where you just got, I'm sure maybe what's the guy Goggins? Probably a similar situation. These guys get to a certain point, then maybe I couldn't tell you at which point they got there. Maybe before they went on Rogan, maybe after they went on Rogan. All of a sudden, you sign to a little marketing deal, and they got they're selling you bullshit, selling you energy drinks. They're selling you fucking green powder that doesn't do anything. They're selling you fucking bullshit meme coins. They're selling you purple drink and obesity, whatever the fuck they're selling you. They just grab these fuckers out of the ether and just toss them out to you. So that's the new entertainment industry, because everything else is falling off. As we talked about, movies are falling off, music is falling off. So grab some viral idiot and milk them dry. Yeah, I'm selling mugs and shirts. Shit, am I complaining or trying to get a deal? Now, I don't want a Diddy deal. And I still believe in Jesus. I ain't doing nothing crazy. I would sign with a manager as long as they're not evil as shit. As long as they're not evil as shit, I would do that. But let's I missed some comments. Let's get the rest of them. They were asked, what are you going to do with transaction fees? Oh, yeah, I did see that. They said nothing right now. The plans to reinvest into our meme coin company. Yeah, they kept saying reinvest into the project. And then they said, who's the project? What's the project? Like, what is it? Because, a lot of cryptos have a project. Like, there's a purpose behind it. When they make these technologies, they're doing different things with the blockchain. And, in a traditional, legit crypto, right? Not a fucking meme coin. They paid a penny per coin, sold them at open market value. Fucking kind everyone deserves. There is no security in crypto or blockchain. Once it's gone, there is no security. So they might get away with some of this, or a lot of it, especially if they, let's say the numbers are correct that you had 1.4 billion, but they only account for 490 million. If they, as long as they kicked up their percentage to the big guy, whoever the big guy is, and it, ironically enough, could be a BlackRock who's been buying up the whole world, since Dildo says. As long as they kick it up they piece, they might take their cut and go about their lives. Brandon Holland says, depends on when they allowed to issue the coin themselves privately before the public release. Just like the media is saying, there's only 20 million illegals. Yeah, there's probably more than that. That's just Texas, bro. Try 60 to 80 million. They claim little than 500 million. It's closer to 1.5 billion. Get purple drink with a flashy name and ingredients we can't pronounce. Exactly. The only kind forbidden ruling, the only kind. No one pays you to work out. Exactly. That's why you got to sell all that bullshit, slap a name on a workout product for a high margin, and rip people off for being jealous and being rich. See, that's the thing. I'm not bending over to become a star. And that's the thing. If I found the manager and we were at a point where it was like, oh, you could actually help, that'd be cool. But I'm not doing nothing. I'm not giving up the butthole, man. No way. No way. All right, Kai, I guess I was your drive home. I appreciate you being here. You said go. Have a good night. Take care. Thank you for being here. Kai, as Sissy Dildo says, Sissy Dildo and Richard, Channel Diddy with the take that. There's no laws of crypto like there is in stock market. Okay, so they might get away. I smell baby oil. Hopefully that's your old baby oil, brother. There's no plans to do any of that shit. I mean, I'm gonna start back with this music, but working on this music. Actually got a day off. Plans to release 2 projects next year, and do all I can with that. Did he? SBF got off of this scam? I thought they got him for something. Or am I wrong? I mean, you usually are pretty on stuff. Sam Bankman-Fried. Is he? He was convicted of fraud in November. And he got 25 years. And I don't know if he got off on everything. Or if he got convicted of everything, that's what I'm trying to say. But according to Wikipedia, he got convicted. Jesus, leave me alone. He was convicted, they let him go. Well, that might be a different thing, and I'm not allowed to talk about that on this platform. Second trial dismissed. Oh. What the fuck? Second trial. He had a second trial. And he got appeal. What? Sorry, I'm not looking at what's going on. Well, no, Wikipedia makes it seem like he's still incarcerated. I'm not sure. I'm just. I'll just show you guys what I'm saying. So you know. This is Wikipedia article for however accurate that is. It says as of late September 2024, he was assigned to the same dormitory style cell as Sean Combs. You know, keep tying everything. But he's supposedly at the MDC in Brooklyn. But he's pursuing an appeal. But another trial for more charges does seem like it was dismissed. The second charge. So the second trial, I guess, he has other charges. So he did get off of these charges. At least if I'm going off of this Wikipedia, and y'all can see all the other bullshit I got on my tabs. But it looks like the second trial with more charges got dismissed. But he was convicted of 25 years. He is appealing that and is in but I mean that's not a federal prison, that's a local city detention. Oh, yeah, it says federal administrative detention. But that's what Wikipedia says. Not saying they're 100% correct. Not saying, you know, I'm just telling you what I see, man. But yeah, you put the logo that matters. Oh man. Yeah, well. We were selling to willing buyers at current market rates so that we may survive. He was convicted, but they let him go. Like I said, you know, I read over that. You can see, it depends how bad the state want to get you, because they really want. They'll find a reason. Fair enough. So shit. You get out of jail free card. You launder money for the right people. You're not wrong. Or if you belong to the right people, oh God, I want to still exist. Not that everybody in that group is like that. I'm just saying sometimes. Coincidences happen. Brandon Hollum, you're right though. You do get a jail free card, and then you said December 22nd, he was released on $250 million bond, held home detention. See, I just read what they said. I'm not saying that might have been a part of it too, but it looks like according to Wikipedia, he's in a detention center. Now maybe there's more to it. If you know, feel free to let me know, because and he might still get off. It looks like he got off for something. You know what I mean? He's definitely not He definitely is not facing everything that he should be facing. That can be confirmed for sure. As long as you don't steal for the wealthy, you good is right. So they dropped the campaign finance charge, donation charge. Yeah, they dropped some of the charges. It looked like some of the charges did get dropped, but some of them he got convicted. That's what it looks like. Looks like some of the charges were dropped, some of them were convicted. That's according to Wikipedia. Trump pardoned the whole Tuah girl, no. I want her to go to jail. It don't look like she will, though. I want her to go in jail for a long time, but I don't think that's going to happen. She's probably not going to see any jail. And like you said, she's probably not even making any money off of this shit. Yeah, I mean, I just went through it. It said, there were 2 different trials. He got convicted in one trial, and there was a whole set of charges for a second trial, and they didn't do the second trial. And they said they won't, basically. So all that second set of charges he got. So he had, so going back to it, and this is again Wikipedia. So I mean, we can look at these sources. Oh, let's do this. And then where's second trial was dismissed. In the second trial that did get dismissed, he had 5 charges, including bank fraud and bribery. And I think that's what you were talking about with the charge to the DNC. And that was up December 23. You're correct with that. He will not see a second trial. And that's where bribery, well, they can't. They're not going to send him to trial for giving them money. They're not going to send him to trial for giving them money, unfortunately. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, he's not going to trial for that. Giving us money? Nah, he's okay. He's all right. We won't. Don't worry. We already got him on some stuff that he's going to probably win this appeal on. Then this incarceration. This oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, God damn it. Isn't there a way to read these articles? Oh, fuck you. So this article said he's coming out 2042. Okay. I ran into it. I'm not sure about the delay. It does say he's not facing the second trial. Jesus. I think this is what you're talking about when he got out looking smug. So, yeah. But, I mean, like I said, they claim they have him in custody. It also looks like they didn't want to investigate. So he definitely got off a lot easier than he should have. That's for true. It definitely looks like this bribery shit. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about who he's giving money to. You ain't got to worry about that shit. Just worry about when he took the money from us. Don't worry about when he gave it to, he took money from some of the powerful people. Don't worry about when he gave it to powerful people. Don't worry about that shit. Don't worry about that shit. There was more. Huck Tuah sounds. Brandon Hollins says, Huck Tuah sounds like a rejected member of the Avengers, right? Campaign charges. Turned to those 13 charges. They dismissed him in the cluster. He was free to go. Walked out with $50 million. His girlfriend had his cut. Jeesh. Huck Tuah sounds like a Native American stereotype character. Chief Huck Tuah. Hawk that Tuah. Jeez. There's records of transfers to her and ignored all of the articles I found being searched. Says, house arrest. But so we don't know where this fucker is. Maybe he did get out. Like I said, the article that they didn't want me to read said that he was in the same similar jail as P. Diddy. So I don't know if that's true. That's what they have on Wikipedia. Maybe that isn't accurate. Yeah, it is similar to Ghislaine Maxwell. She got convicted for being a madam with no clients. I don't know what's going on, man. Whoop that Tuah. Whoop that trick. I don't know what to say, man. Whoop that Tuah is what they're going to be shot next week. Against the Dolphins. Texans Dolphins next week. Crazy. I don't even know what to say after all this madness of this. I mean, what did we learn today? Powerful people can kind of do what they want, and it's pissing people off. That's the through line. Powerful and famous and quote unquote important people have a tendency to just get away with shit and do shit. Sometimes there's some repercussion. We obviously know about the CEO who got clapped up. We talked about the gays. Why are you gay? Going at Andrew Tate, as someone called him, Andrew Tate or Andrew Tate. But we also know the Hot Tuah girl's probably going to get away with it. Sam, whatever this guy's name, Sam Bankman-Fried, may or may not have gotten away with it. He definitely got away with a lot of it. Anything that involved anybody else, he's not getting convicted of, it looks like. And who knows what's going to happen with this Jay-Z situation. It's always hard to prove something from 20 some odd years ago, in this case 24 years ago, especially with no criminal charges being brought up, and it's just civil, so that means it could probably be settled out of court, and nothing you don't hear anything from it at best. And are we going to hear more about Jay-Z? Is he going to be in a similar situation as Diddy? We'll see. What is his fan base going to react to it? Are they going to defend him? I mean, we know we're in the Stan era where people just, that's their favorite, so they can do no wrong. So, yeah. And, will there be copycats for this CEO? That's a very good question, man, because I don't know. I don't know if everyone was here earlier, but there's a rumor that was and this may be consistent with why they haven't found the guy yet, but that was a big pharma hit that something Brian Thompson did. He pissed off the plug, so to speak, in this high-end drug game that is healthcare, and that maybe he pissed off somebody at a pharmaceutical company, and that might be why they can't find the shooter, and it may be a plant to make you think it's some freedom fighter, power to the people, but it's really just some that's a red herring to throw him off Big Pharma. I don't know that rumor's true or isn't. I'm just telling you it could be a possibility. The reaction is definitely telling that a lot of people are happy this asshole's dead, and there's a thirst for more blood. I picked this name Vigilante, and now it's probably a little bit more of a common search term now, because there's definitely a thirst for more vigilantism on the rich. There's an eat the rich spirit. Oh, did you guys see what happened to Ben Shapiro with that? That's something to talk about. Yeah, the source on the fact that this or the source on the idea that there's a pharmaceutical hit, take that with a grain of salt, as Sister Dildo eloquently put it. Pussy Crusher 4206969. Jay-Z, man, that's sad. A lot of people were fans of his music. He had some good music. So did R. Kelly, man. You can't be you gotta leave the fucking youth alone. Why can't you fuck grown adult women? I'm sorry. And again, with that situation, who's driving 13-year-olds to fucking award shows? What the fuck? There's got to be a Vegas line on whether Tuah survives to the end of the game. Yeah, there got to be. There's got to be a line on whether he survives to the end of the season. I would not be taking it. Many a shot is being created, maybe. I don't know what phrase to get the 2024 articles. Yeah, that's the thing. Google fool. When Google wants to shut down something, he might be out. You might be right, Forbidden Rule. I am definitely not trying to say that you're quote unquote wrong or you're making it up. I'm sure you saw it. I'm sure there's some valid stuff to it. I'm just giving you what their official line is. I went for the conspiracy theorists to the guy who's giving out the mainstream information, because they is it a conspiracy theory when you can confirm it? It goes from conspiracy, a lot of these conspiracy theories came true, and they come true on a daily basis. But that's the plan. Get some settlement moolah. That's what's going to happen with that Jay-Z thing. We'll see if it's the real question of the Jay-Z situation is more smoke going to happen. Small time Republic. Yeah, the new name is basically Bankman Fraud, right? It's Bankman Free, but yeah, they do like playing games with us. He might be out, and that's another thing. They could always mispurport shit. I'm not 100% that he who did not kill himself ever died, because clearly they have an appetite for his services. So, I mean, they don't have to show us a body. Who knows? That's a personal thing. But it's like, well, who knows? Because they clearly have an appetite for this guy's services and what he did. So who knows? But I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they wiped him out too. Client attorney privilege can be sketchy too. Fair enough. Jay-Z. This is demonic industry. Like I said, there's an appetite for some sick shit. Yeah, he has 99 problems now. He got more than 99 problems. Hide evidence of the crime in the legal defense so they can't violate attorney client privilege. Oof. Really? I didn't know that was a thing. 40 years ago, lawyers couldn't snitch on you for other confessed crimes. Now they're required to snitch. Oh, you did hear about Ben Shapiro. Well, he had something to say about the CEO situation, and his fans did not react to it. We'll get to it. I'll read your comments out, see if I can find something on that to make it a little bit condensed. Because we're right at an hour and a half. I usually like to get to 2 hours, so got a little time to burn, so to speak. How on earth does the world see the shooter's face and no names been released? It's fishy. That's why it's something up. Maybe it was a pharma. Maybe it was a big pharma guy who did the job. I don't know. It's just weird that they haven't found him. Maybe this is the current state of law enforcement in this country, where it's just that Jake that even when a billionaire gets clapped, we can't in New York City, we can't get a fucking guy. So maybe when the feds want someone to disappear, go identify you, erase him. Even tire warped or I'm high, maybe. Don't trust any of these motherfuckers with names like Bernie or Madoff with the murder money. Yeah, it could be North Macedonia or Cuba with Tupac, Biggie, and Elvis. And Funny Mustache Man in Argentina. Who knows? People keep asking me he's a professional assassin, but that's ridiculous. 4chan and Reddit couldn't identify the insurance guy that he doesn't exist. That's why people think he's a professional assassin. And so maybe no way he was a licensed assassin. I see. Fair enough. Let's see if I can find Ben Shapiro getting jacked up by his supporters. Wouldn't try to hear the bullshit. God damn it. This channel, listen, I have no issue with anybody from any background, bro. I'm telling you, I promise on everything I love. My logo was made by a dude from a certain background. My favorite producer is a dude from a certain. I promise you, I know that makes it sound worse when you say shit like that, but we just keep having to cover individuals of a certain background, and Jake shit happens, and I'm not doing it on purpose. I promise you. So the fact that Ben Shapiro happens to be of a background, that's not why I'm covering. I promise you. I promise you on everything I love. Oh, man. Let me see if I can find something on this. Is there a...
It looks like the health insurance industry.
Pro doesn't flirt with random women in the area like security footage shows. Unless there was the point was to be seen. I don't know. Listen, I don't know. But the fact that we can't find him, or maybe he knew my tracks are gonna be covered by a higher power, I can do whatever the fuck I want. You know what I'm saying? Or again, we could be at a competency crisis. We could be at a point where no, the NYPD is that jank. And that's just what it is, because we have brain rotted the society so bad that we're an idiocracy and we legit just can't do it. That's also possible. There's a lot of things possible. It's entirely possible. 4chan, Reddit, and Trump shooter did know the news. The Trump shooter who was there before the news. That's true. If Wise Man said if one group does it, it's a mafia. If another group does it, it's a game. If a certain group does it, it's coincidence. We can never talk about it. It's the coincidence crew. And let's just I don't know who this asshole is. He did a video. It's easier to find a video than an article. I don't know if I'm going to go all 12 minutes of this shit, but just enough to get the gist of it.
He isn't having a very good week. Comments from both the right and the left seem to be aligning. Right now, the assassin has a higher approval rating than any politician in the U.S. Sympathy is not covered by my plan. I don't think it helps that United Health is the largest healthcare provider in the United States.
Jeez.
They have a market capitalization of $448 billion, which is more than double the next largest. CVS being $136 billion.
Okay,
They have a
110.
reputation
Oops.
for, let's see, Trump, 144,000, and then the rest are Democrat and DNC. They must have thought Harris was really going to win. I listened.
Oh, so this is who they funded?
Mm-hmm. In 2024.
Oh no.
And Kamala in 2024.
So look at
700.
just for all the people who say I have to pick a side, even though they did give more to Kamala, they gave some to the RNC and to Donald Trump too. It's almost like they hedged both sides of a bet. So for those who say, "Oh, you can't say both sides," yes, the fuck I can. Suck my dick. All right, let's get into this bullshit.
74,000. Republican National Committee, 207,000. Let's see, Trump, 144,000. And then the rest are Democrat and DNC. Ben Shapiro talking about this earlier today, and I think he's completely off the mark. I do not think his audience is with him. He seems to think this is a right versus left issue.
The system of private health insurance in the United States is a bizarre amalgam of government subsidies. Nearly all healthcare coverage in the United States is in some form or fashion government involved. Even private health.
That's what I've been saying. Even private healthcare. If it's already completely and entirely involved, then just make it completely and entirely involved, and then everyone will be covered. It's completely ridiculous that companies like GoFundMe exist.
Care systems are heavily government regulated, very, very strongly. Okay.
Right, the insurance companies are regulated as well.
That is not United Healthcare's fault. That is like suggesting that if Ralph's prices bread at a particular level because the markets have determined that there's just that much.
That's not what they do, though, Ben. That's not what they do. We know that's not what they do. I can't believe this. Listen, man. Listen. Since you did, that is what he's doing. I'm trying to buy Alchemist. You know, Alchemist and Rock Marciano got another album that's supposed to be dropping this week. I'm going to try to go after vinyl for it because I want to get the vinyl. I grew up in Southfield. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. I just go at everybody, please. I'm trying not, because listen, what two groups provide the most smoke in this country right now? The Rainbow Crew and the Coincidence Crew. So apologies to both throughout the thing, and I am kind of using it as a running joke. It may not be a good one, but I'm rocking with it. Yeah, the NYPD is ass. You were there. You told me some stories to show the NYPD ain't the best. The Fox News contributor Paul Merrill says professional hitmen exist in the movies. They don't really exist. Sure, pal. Cameron Pasha came on this platform and said that an exec threatened another exec to cut his brake tires, and that the again, I'm not trying to talk about this crew. Mossad was in Hollywood, and there were Mossad professionals who could get that done in Hollywood. That's what Cameron Pasha told us. You could look it up. I could toss the link. If there's somebody there to toss the link, I appreciate it. I don't know if everybody's a mod. Noticing is verboten. Obviously, if we do it, it's illegal. If the feds do it, it's for the security of the nation to save lives. Shapiro's just defending his people. That's what it seems like. United Healthcare owns Change Healthcare, which had a huge data breach that affected most Americans in 2024. It's a small-time republic. Maybe someone can confirm with me. It's forbidden rule now. Did Mark Zuckerberg really go to Mar-a-Lago and plead to Trump for a job in a minute? Upcoming administration? I did not hear that. That's crazy. Isn't it weird? Big Tech used to be on the left. Now they switching. You already got Elon. Is Big Tech is their pendulum switching? Man. Been ruined saying the same thing and since you did with a little bit more crudeness. If October 7th had happened, you wouldn't have seen a civil war to the Dem Party. Lord, what's October 7th? I'm lost on that reference, but man, there does seem a little bit of a civil war to the Democratic Party. Some people thought fucking Biden was selling on purpose. I know there were people in the Democratic Party when the money got fucked up looking at Harris some type of way. I think and shit, even United Healthcare made sure they hedged their bets on both sides of the table, which I'm sure a lot of corporations do already and did have done, but it looks like we saw the money was behind the left for a good portion of time, especially through Trump's first administration. And the theory was, oh, he's such an outsider, this, that, and third. We're starting to see some big money come behind him. And we're starting to see more corpo stuff. And we'll probably I don't think everybody's gonna have as much fun this time as we did last time. I'll just say it that way. But market. Yeah, this guy the market. We know that's not what was happening. If that was happening, they wouldn't have the market cap that they do, speaking of markets. We know they had algorithms to deny claims. We know they're an evil company, man. That's to make such a bullshit argument. Like, are you crazy? Are you crazy? We can't avoid. I'm trying to stay on the air. I'm trying to stay on the air. It's impossible. Jesus. Forbidden World. Yeah, the invisible hand in the market. I'm sick of these assholes too. Stop acting like the market is the fair market doesn't exist. That's why capitalism is bullshit. There is no fair market. There's a different rule set for the more power scaled you are up the pyramid, the better the rule set is for you. Shit, we see that in the fucking NFL, where the better teams get more calls, right? It's like that on steroids when it comes to businesses, and this fucker knows it. He knows it better than any of us. He's a fucking lawyer, amongst other things. Jesus Christ. I gotta leave the LG. I gotta leave the LG 4K TVs and the Coincidence crew alone if I want to stay on air. What's wrong with being gay, Richard? Why are you? Shit, I'm gonna stop. Dated a chick one time. She said, "Dad went from being an NYC cop to retiring and becoming a hitman, so she ended a relationship with her dad." Whoa, dark. Maybe that CEO knew what was going on in the NY tunnels, baby, because they still ain't found this fucking killer. You gotta think, if he was just some schmo, if he was really one of us, it would already be a wrap for him, right? You gotta think that, right? I'm not crazy to think that, right? I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know where this guy is and what's gonna happen with him. But you gotta think, if it was totally just what the people want, and that some freedom fighter finally had his Joker moment and put the shit on the bullets and it was noble and he took out one of these assholes, you gotta think he would be in custody right now, right? But maybe we're just that incompetent. We'll see. We'll see how this shit plays out, and we'll go from there. I heard he was enrolled in administration for something on the internet. That's crazy, but not shocking. Big tech is making a political switch. But remember when the conservatives lamented big tech and the left were aligning, but Musk and Trump being bros is fine, yeah? The longer this goes along, you see how much the right does everything to the left. We saw the people who used to complain about people being easily offended becoming easily offended. I don't know if you guys ever saw the ripoff verse. They make fun of the old fandom menace. They had the thing of Jeremy putting on lipstick and putting on makeup as he complained, like a SJW about SJWs or about him getting made fun of. I even said something that, even with that fucking, what's that guy? Andrew Schultz and Kendrick Lamar, even though there's plenty of gay to go around there, but it's like, oh, the people who are complaining, everyone's offended, getting offended and butthurt. And we're seeing some big money moves of the right, big tech aligning with the right after aligning with the left for so long. Maybe the left flat out didn't deliver whatever they were paying for, and so they had to switch sides. October 7th, the Israel versus Palestine stuff. All right, I remember that. Okay. Well, sheesh. All them tech bros used to be libertarians. They'll make the switch back, no problem necessary. They're businessmen at the end of the day. They're businessmen. They gotta go. They gotta win. They gotta win. Change my name to Vigilante Williamson just to be safe. They'll say I'm culturally appropriating. Look at the penalties in tonight's Chiefs game. 2 good teams. The calls were endless. Yeah. If the guy had brains, he would buy a bus ticket going the opposite direction. Oh no, I didn't say you trusted Musk. I never said you trusted him. I was referring to the right in general. Is the chat broken? I don't think so. Carl Schmidt was right. It's all friend enemy distinction politics. Yeah, but no, I didn't say that you did. I just say that there are a lot of people on the right who trust Musk. There's a lot of people on the right who just blindly trust Musk. They just blindly trust anything. It's showing up slow. Something got censored, I see. But there's a lot of people, just like there's people who vote blue no matter who. There's people who go red even if it's dead. Let's hear more from this asshole, though, even though it seems like he's a dumbass.
Bread available. And then people can't afford that bread. That's somehow Ralph's fault. The system works how the system works, and you can talk about changes to the system. We should. Obamacare has been a bad thing for the system, I believe, in general.
Go right to the political. Go right to the political so you can try to distract you. Because he, you know what it is? And I noticed this when that, what was it? That Something in a Small Town song came out, having lived in a small town, that meth had tore down a small, mostly Caucasian town, in case those demographics matter. I knew that there was this class, I already knew it, but that confirmed and reconfirmed that class of Champagne Republican who lives in a house in that same town where there's meth and whatever. There's a part of it, and there's all these beautiful houses on the lake, and then you go a few miles later, there's a fucking crackhead, you know what I'm saying? And they don't realize that. And they're like, oh, try it in a small town. Because in real small towns, it's fucked up. There's no jobs. There's no hope. And everything sucks. You ever go to West Virginia or some places in Ohio or even, like I said, some places in Michigan, some rural places? There ain't shit. It's like, I don't think you guys really live in real small towns. You guys live in, like, small towns that are, like, in Connecticut, small, rich towns. You're actually out of touch with your base, even though you are the quote unquote right-leaning hero to a lot, and they'll all champion you on the internet. You don't really understand what how the poors live. And I think Ben Shapiro is suffering from some of that, amongst other things. It's like, you don't really know what poor people are thinking or going through, do you? You have no fucking clue. You have no fucking clue. You've been too rich for too long. You have no idea how other motherfuckers are living or think. The Chiefs have won 15 straight one-score games. Listen, I'm somebody who absolutely believes sports is rigged. I don't necessarily know how the hot dog is made, but I know it's rigged. There's a lot of evidence on it. The fact that they can rig games. It's not illegal to rig games. And then we have all this Vegas stuff, MGM Bet, Fox Bet, DraftKings, amongst other sites. It is what it is. But it's still fun. It's a better TV show than most TV. Don't trust Musk. He's too powerful. I agree, listless. And again, small time with the Chiefs have won 15 one-score games. That never happens. 15 straight one-score games. That is virtually impossible to happen naturally. They would lose some of them. But they never lose. They never lose. Come on, though. You're not going to divorce politics from healthcare. Fair enough, but that's not what this – you're right. But he's using it as a tactic because he has a bad take. And maybe he is smart enough to realize that the poors are a little happy. So he wants to make sure you can get back onto the political train and not think of a classist thing. You wait. Don't worry about poor versus rich, right versus left. This is a right versus left thing. You don't want to be a leftist, do you? Remember Obama? The left, remember that? Yeah, you're supposed to hate the left. So that's what I was more first. That's why he tossed that out there. Remember to hate the left. Don't worry about the riches. Just hate the left. Don't eat the rich. Eat the left. Or yourselves, of course. Because we know if you disagree with him, you got shout out to Candace Owens. Don't disagree with him. Since you do don't trust Elon Musk, I'm sure your brain chip will have the free speech. Yeah, the free speech option unlocked. He's a free speech guy. He's a patriot. He's a free speech patriot. Your brain chip will definitely have the free speech option unlocked, obviously. Rich kids and poor kids both do drugs, but rich kids can afford more of them. Fair enough. Plus good lawyers. Yeah, that's also true. Rich kids get the clean shit. Yeah, poor kids get the fentanyl cut shit. That is true. That's a big thing. I joke, but I'm not joking about these damn perks that these kids love. And a lot of it's just Fetty. A lot of it is just Fetty. Brett Cooper might be on the outs. You mean Ben Shapiro's gonna stop wearing drag? Or if you're Haitian, you eat each other. You eat the cats first, obviously. Stephen Nelson told us he was talking to a couple of teams. I guess now he's visiting. Who's Stephen Nelson? I don't know who that is. Yeah, he's spending it, definitely. Musk just wants to shape the world via technology. Scary thing is we do not know the lengths that he's willing to go to. We have no fucking clue what he's at. And then we don't know what he has, man. We don't know what he has. I don't think it was a coincidence that rocket landed around the same time, because they had a lot of rocket explosions, rocket issues, but around the same time he gets the fucking robots out, that rocket re-landed. We were able to reuse the rocket or whatever. And I'm sure I have it wrong, but he had a breakthrough with SpaceX, very close to the timing of the Tesla bot becoming a widely known and announced thing, and the Tesla bartender, I played the clip of it. I don't think that was a coincidence, and you can't help but to wonder what sci-fi shit does this fucker have that we don't even know about, and he's clued in with the government. A lot of people from the PayPal mafia had government contracts. We talked about the other asshole. It was a Peter Thiel. Whew, what the fuck are they going to do? We're in for right or left, we're in for a technocratic nightmare. That is for true. But Britt Cooper might be on the outside. Well, hopefully he can stop wearing drag or just come clean. Clearly he and Britt Cooper are the same person. Yeah, don't look there, peasants. Look at these blue-haired leftists. Exactly. Laid off? When she get laid off? That's crazy. Musk is willing to let the U.S. decide. Feds want to force that shit. And shit. Rachel Maddow's angry. Musk is wasting all the good dildos by launching them into space. Well, we have a sentient one right here. Musk didn't strand 2 people in space. Boeing in D.C. That might be what they use him for. He might be able to just do shit that the government's just. He might be technically better than the government, and that's why they have all these fucking contracts with him. And if he is, then we know which direction the power flows, right? At least for with that arrangement, we don't know if there's another direction the power flows another way with a guy like him. But yeah, me and Sue listless. That's one thing with this channel, and I'm so tired of defining existence by political opinions. Yeah, it's just as bad as everybody. You said the LG 4K TVs. It's just as bad as every other group. I can't think of everything I do and everything. And that was one of the big reasons I stopped covering media like I used to. Big reason I format changes. Like, no. And that's why I've been so quick to criticize both sides. And I get a lot of shit, but it's like, fuck it. I don't care. There's a lot to criticize on the right. I think it's becoming more apparent to more people. And hey, you guys see it too. You guys will tell me stuff as it's happened, Small Town Republic and Forbidden Ruin with so much, especially Forbidden Ruin with so much information. This very stream. So it is what it is. To be fair, space needs more dildos, space dildos, right? I want my own intergalactic UFO. I want to fly away from this floating rocket, flip it off, scream and kiss my ass. Yeah, I hate it here. Jeez, aliens be like, we started the anal probe, but now they're sending us dildos. I think they want to be allies, right? All right, Brandon Hollum. Let's hear more from this liar.
But the idea that if you work for a private healthcare insurance company, that you should be murdered.
He didn't work for. He was the CEO. There's a difference.
Is pretty astonishing.
Hey, sorry for interrupting.
Oh, Jesus
Isn't that
Christ.
annoying? What if I told you there was a way to get rid of ads like this?
This is what's wrong with the internet. Who is this asshole in this room? Yet he's able to still toss an ad out. Fuck it.
I guess Ben didn't get the memo that United Healthcare denies claims at double the industry.
Look at this. Double the industry rate they deny claims. 1/3 of every claim gets denied by this company. And look how bad it is for everyone else. Shit, I guess at least BCBS is average.
Standard 32%. What does that have to do with regulations? If it did, then Kaiser, Cigna, Aetna, they'd all have a denial rate of 32%.
See? Again, I said that earlier, but this is not because, this is just the market. This is the market rate. No, they're double the market. And by the way, there are some people who are under that. You dick face. Which one do you two block? Uh-oh. Let me go. You and my dad. So I have an ad blocker on Firefox. I need to get an ad blocker on Chrome. I don't use Chrome. I use Firefox because I'm old. But then when I do these streams, I'm starting to use Chrome. So that's that. I'll hopefully by my next stream I'll figure that shit out. But I don't know what's YouTube block. What were we using in place of CEO ventilator? I don't know. CEO ventilator. I have no idea.
He's part of the same system. There is
he's a demon. I don't know.
Actors behaving badly within the system. It can't always be the system's fault.
Someone against death and suffering, I think it's good to call out this broken system and the people in power who enable it. I have a question. Why is he the one who enables it? Really, why is he the one who enables it? I wasn't aware that Brian Thompson was a public policy professional working in an arena in which consent was not actually the keystone. Meaning,
listen,
if you don't want to buy healthcare insurance via United, don't do it, or don't work for a company that does do it.
This has to be the most retarded take.
Wait, don't work for a company that does do it? You don't have that choice. Is he what world is this asshole in? Is he on fucking Mars? What the fuck is he talking about? Fuck. I heard that too. That's why I was sticking with Forbidden Ruin. That they were changing their policy to ban ad blockers, which is why I was sticking with Firefox. You know how you can see the chat? I had to use a Chrome extension for that. So that's part of where all this madness is. In order for the chat to be on screen like it is, I had to use a Chrome extension. And I'm smoking. So Ben's argument this is a bad argument because again, they deny claims above the market average. His thing is, it's legal, so it's not his fault. Wait a second. Does morality even exist for you, homeboy? Never mind. And in some states, insurance companies have monopolies, like Blue Cross in Alabama. Yeah, there's a lot of states that have monopolies. Ben is a dumbass. He's basically saying, well, the government allowed him to rip you off. Blame blue-haired people. The government allowed him to be an evil piece of shit. He's not responsible for his evil. So you shouldn't feel any feelings or emotions towards what happened. Again, I'm somebody, I don't want to disrespect the dead. I just believe it's in bad faith to do so personally. However, there is a huge gap between the upper class of the West and the lower class of the West, and the lower class is lowering because of the things the upper class is doing. And it has been the case for dozens and dozens of years, decades, and it has gotten to a point, it is getting to its breaking point, which is why everyone predicts the fall of the West. So if a motherfucker gets clapped, even if it is he pissed off the wrong person in the higher crust, that's still gonna, because they planned it, because of the shit on the bullets, the deny and whatever else was on the bullets, people think of it as a freedom fighter, a vigilante, pun not intended, that's my stage name, whatever. But a vigilante finally took one of these assholes out. And it is a uniting thing. We haven't been this united since 9/11. It's become a meme. Right, left, black, white, everybody is like, fuck this asshole. I'm gonna have Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson will break this down. I gotta find a clip. Yes, he deserved to. And this is how people feel. And there's a reason that people feel it this way. And if he wasn't fucking, if he wasn't, I'm gonna blame it on his wealth, because if I blame anything else, I won't be allowed to broadcast to you good people. But if he had any good sense, he would recognize where people fucking are.
Sentence. Do you think they deserve to die, Mr. Haley? Answer the question. Carly, don't answer that question. Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell.
That's how people feel, man. That's how fucking people feel, because a lot of people have had shit. I've had trouble paying all my bills this fucking year after supposedly making the most I can make because the economy's so fucked. Meanwhile, healthcare, I don't go to the doctor because of the bullshit in the healthcare system. So many motherfuckers are in medical debt. People died because of this decision. The day before this decision, another company said that they're not going to fucking fund anesthesia during surgeries. We are that fucked up in the country. So if people celebrate this asshole's death, you can't fucking blame them. It is morbid. I don't want to fuck with the dead, but for fuck's sake, this piece of shit was a demon. And if a demon gets put down, even if it wasn't the hand of another demon, fuck him. But all of us that aren't millionaires, man. Maybe if I had $1 million, I'm like, oh man, you don't know. Because I get it. You're the rich. You don't want to get ate up. But this is how fuckers feel. And it's not a right versus left thing. This motherfucker trying to Jedi mind trick you. These are not the blue-haired land whales you're looking for. Go fuck yourself. Fucking idiot. Fuck. Yo, been ruined. Yo, of course. I can't read that. It probably popped up. Y'all saw it. I didn't pay attention. Oh, shit. Better was the state funding at fault when Big Pharma was flooding the streets with oxy. Yeah, lied about the effect. Outright made fun of people who got addicted to the emails. Shit, I could have got hooked on the oxys. I tried them. But I recognize the oxys are a motherfucker, because the fall off is so quick. I was fucking with it for a week, and by the end of the week I knew I had to stop, because that first one feels like heaven. The second one feels like nothing. The second one feels a little lighter. By the fifth one, it's like the effect is cut down so much, and then you pop more, and you say, "Wait a second, what is going to happen?" And I just stopped while I'm like, listen, I still can stop. I'm going to stop. And you do get a little sick if you try to stop. But I wouldn't that far along for that bad. So I just went a day or so after. Like I said, I only messed with it for like a week. And I was like, fuck this shit. But oxys, man, they had all these different clinics, pain clinics and shit like that. So motherfuckers were getting prescriptions. Even in my little small ass town, there was a few doctors who went to jail over that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they would just write. I mean, anybody can become a dope boy overnight type shit. Like, here's a script for like 500 oxys. And then you just sell them whatever the street price is. You a dope boy overnight. No more having to see Poppy and all this other dumb shit. You just find the right doctor who don't give a fuck, and or go to the right clinic. It is, maybe if it's not your state, you go to the state over. And motherfuckers was really doing this shit. Probably still something like this is going on. But I remember that in the 2000s, this was a real thing. And in small towns like my own, this is real life. Yeah, the dead guy is why United has 32% rejection rate. Yeah, I mean, Samuel L. Jackson hit us with the quote. Ben states theoretical Adam Smith free market ideas as if they're reality. Absolutely. He is definitely tarted forbidden rule, and I'm going to leave the rest of that alone. In other words, just because something illegal in the eyes of the law doesn't mean it's moral. Absolutely. He didn't by no means did United Healthcare have to have the rejection rates they did. And like I said, this should have been the meta of human existence this entire time, where if the rich get too evil, bad things happen to them. It used to be at one point. Even some of that was rich on rich violence, but at least one of the motherfuckers got it. At least one. And that should be a thing because that becomes a check. Unfortunately, it becomes a check, and all the checks and balances, hey, no matter what individual, political, and nefarious moves I make, it could come to pass where I have to see a real life consequence of this shit. That's a check and balance in the circle of life that has been taken away. I don't know if it's back, but we'll see. And some motherfuckers are happy to see it. And because you're on the wrong side of that rich versus poor divide, you're just flailing. And because this shit can't continue because motherfucker, everybody ain't got security like that. And I don't want it to continue endlessly and needlessly either. Because at what point, clearly at some point, the fucking HEB CEO gets, smacked up for charging too much for pickles. It's like, that's not a good thing. I like HEB, by the way. That's why I mentioned them. Shout out to Texas. Ben Poems, Peasants with Facts, 18th Century, Free Market Logic, right? Yeah, this is what happens when you build your career off of arguing with 16-year-olds. You think everybody's a fucking child. What's wrong with all these old motherfuckers in the youth? The dead guy set up United policies. Feds saw them as acceptable. It absolutely doesn't make it right, forbidden ruin. There's a quadrant. Legal, moral, legal, immoral, and illegal, moral, and illegal, immoral. Absolutely. And this was in the legal, immoral quadrant. And it is what it is. So yeah, fuck them. Tell us how you really feel. Yeah. Kind of like what Adderall was. And that's so many of these different drugs. I've tried Xanax and Oxy. Xanax did nothing, so I didn't fuck with it. But that's why I feel for the youth. That was around. That's what I tried. These are the results I had. They didn't fuck me up, but some people did get fucked up by the results. Now we're in a different youth set. So the kid, instead of just trying Xanax and Oxys like I did in the 2000s, maybe late or early 10s, late 2000s, now the kid is trying Perks and Fetty. And he's not making it. He's not getting as lucky as your boy did back in the day because he's fucking with some harder shit. And that's, like you said, Adderall. A lot of people was fucking with that Adderall too. Shout out to Daddy Brown, Adderall Admirals. Small Talk got some painkillers from hip surgery. Got rid of those boys after a week. No, sir. You got you in that CIA shit, Brandon. Good. Yeah, get off that. You got to stay off that shit if you can. Got something from your coworker. Oh, man. If you would have got Bitcoin, shit, you got half it right. I remember when Bitcoin was 200 and I couldn't believe it. Because I remember hearing about Bitcoin, thinking it was some bullshit. And then when it was 200, I'm like, I didn't buy it because I'm like, $200, this would be such a scam. If I buy it, I'll lose all my money. And then before you know it was 10,000. Damn, I should have bought it at 10. Before you know it was 50,000. Then I did try to buy something. I fucked myself with Bitcoin. I don't want to talk about it. You know who's at fault for the state of Big Pharma? Those damn college wokies. That's all he knows. When your hammer, everything looks like a nail. When you made a career that was about getting clout by yelling at fucking 13-year-olds with blue hair. I know they get younger each time, but seriously, yelling at kids in fucking colleges and then editing it a certain way. That's how Ben Shapiro made his bowls. That's how, what's the other asshole that I made fun of? I always forget his name. Crowder with his pregnant wife that he don't give a shit about. That's how this asshole Charlie Kirk is still trying to run that gimmick. But, Jordan Peterson did this shit. But what happens is you get good at making these obvious stupid ass arguments and you think you're better at debating and arguing, points than you really are. You start to think everyone's as dumb as the motherfuckers that you edit yourself to look smarter than. And I mean, he's just so disconnected. Or, his people just say, hey, you just got to go out and say this shit. I don't know. Maybe he knows his bullshit, but he's like, man, this is what I get paid to do. I'm just a motherfucking cog in the machine. So I just got to preach the company line, bro. This is bullshit, but this is what they pay me to do. This is the company line. I don't know. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's like this is what he got. He's reading something. Maybe this is what they sent it to him. I just happened to pause there. He's reading this shit. Maybe this is what they sent him to say, and he's just rocking with it. And he knows this bullshit, but he's just doing the Michael Cole thing. They are a factor in the script writing. Forbidden Rules is right. And since you did all that, said who's at fault? The Wokies. Yeah, they're a factor in the script writing. A factor in that division script. Blue hair Wokies from college say everyone else is mentally ill, not them. They pull some shit that gets people on fed drugs. Yeah, your comment was more about Shapiro's tactics. Absolutely, yeah, I got it. But they're still, fuck these Wokies too. You have a point. Your therapist sees enough nutty people, they start to think like a Wokie and figure normal people need drugs to be like everyone else. Yeah, it took too long. Same with me. It took too long for Bitcoin to make sense. But maybe it's still not too late. Who knows? Maybe it's going to go to 200. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you got to cop some just in case. I do got little. But I haven't looked at it. It's probably not that much. SJW Candace, yeah. Here's some hard drugs for your restless leg syndrome kid, right? The fact that the government allows Big Pharma to market to us is still incredible. It's incredible. Then they give people without a twitch drugs that cause twitching. Now they don't have to give out anti-twitching meds. Yeah. He's reading the script. It just says, redirect. Yeah. You might talk to him. You might smoke outside like, man, I'm just doing my job, bro. I'm just doing my job, trying to keep my head on my shoulders, just like everybody else. Let's read a little bit more of this shit. Or not read. Let's go a little bit more.
If you already have them as a
I
provider,
kind of want to see if he has the people's reaction, the people in his chat. Maybe we can just go to his chat.
and a huge medical
If
expense
this goes
comes
too much
up that
longer.
they should have to cover. You can't go to a different insurance provider when you find out that they're not going to cover it. If you have a $250,000 hospital bill that they're not going to cover, you can't say, okay, I don't like you guys anymore. I'm going to go get a different insurance provider, and then they're going to cover the operation. This makes zero sense. If you're working for a company and that's the insurance provider they're using, then you're going to use that insurance provider. And then when they deny your claim, you can't change your insurance provider to have it covered. If you die, if you lose a leg, if you end up in a wheelchair because you're not...
Yeah, that's a good point. What if you died, man? Because certain things weren't covered. What then? What's the grand plan for that? Let's see if we can get to his comments. Okay, I see the comments there. I mean, he's just running the script. To claim this, yeah, exactly. To claim it's just the American left. I guess I'll go a little bit before.
Fault because you didn't go and work for somebody else. You didn't expect to be denied that claim. Health-wise, it's going to be
Insurance via United.
a lot of himself some more here.
Meaning, if you don't want to buy healthcare insurance via United, don't do it, or don't work for a company that does do it. But you have to understand that for people on the left, this says something deeper about the left. Okay, here's the deeper thing it says about the far left.
What does it say about the left? Scroll down, Ben. Look at your own comments. To claim it is just the American left that's been sharing this on social media is delusional. As someone who ate $14,000 plus over 3 years for United Health Insurance, I couldn't afford to actually use. I have zero sympathy for the dude. This is
his comment section. And again, redirect. I don't know if that's what he genuinely believes. Looking at when I pause the screen, I don't think he buys this shit, guys. This is conjecture. I don't think he believes this shit. I think he's a skilled orator to an extent, right? Because he talks like this. But no, he's just doing his job. in the same way that motherfuckers on CNN just read shit, the same way people read on MSNBC and Fox News and all these other mainstream media shit, they just read a take, and that may not be the take they wrote. That's what's happening. Look at again, if you just go back to the facial expressions at pause. Does this look like a guy who's sure of the shit he's saying you? Look at this guy. I'll go back. Look at just his face. I don't know why he's trying to stare into deep into your eyes. I don't think he believes this shit, guys. I think somebody told. This is a script. He's just doing that. This is a take. I don't think anyone with good sense can believe it. I don't think if you were wondering, is Ben Shapiro that dumb? The answer is probably, but this is not enough evidence to tell you, because I don't think he believes it. I think somebody told him to say this shit, and he's just riding for the crew. He's just riding for the crew. Oh, you're right. There must be crypto commies in the comments. Obviously, Russian bots. My free market will fix it, since it's a dildo. Hard pill to swallow. This forbidden rolling. Hard pill to swallow. Insurance companies are a money-making business. If they aren't making a profit, they're doing their jobs. If they too well, need to reject more. But that's not what was happening, because all these other, insurance is inherently profitable. It's so inherently profitable that even there were companies with a much less rejection rate. They have the highest in the industry. If insurance can absorb all the costs of running a business and make a big profit, then they're taking money out of the equation that will either go into the healthcare professional or the patient's pocket. To some extent, that's true, mainly of the patients, because the healthcare professionals certainly get enough kickbacks to make sure they're fed. He's super serial. Someone should tell him if the Daily Wire fails to just start over. Do people still? They're still in business some way, somehow.
Your fault, because you didn't go and work for.
That for people on the left, this says something deeper about the left.
Let's go back to this, though.
Okay, here's the deeper thing it says about the far left.
What does it say about the left? Scroll down, Ben. Look at your own comments. To claim it is just the American left that's been sharing this on social media is delusional. As someone who ate 14,000.
Real quick, just to go back to that comment. This is why I have been so critical of the right in general. They just, all they know is left is bad. They're just the same way the left, all they know is Orange Man bad. And secretly some of them are happy that Orange Man won, so they have something to cover for the next 4 years. But all they know is blue-haired people bad, blue-haired people problem. And then as we see they're getting more incorporeal bed, and this guy's just reading the fucking script that was given to him, or some bullet points, he's got to, this is the left. It's the left, right? You don't want to be a leftist. So they're trying to gaslight you on how you fucking feel. This asshole. Yet you don't be the far leftist over here cheering this, right? So, yeah.
Left that's been sharing this on social media is delusional. As someone who ate 14,000
absolutely delusional
plus over 3 years for United Health Insurance, I couldn't afford to actually use. I have zero sympathy for the dude. This is your viewers, Ben. My dad was denied an operation on his back from his insurance he has held and paid on time for 30 years. They said it's because he is too old. Okay, Ben, should he just switch insurance providers now? What is the point of having it and paying for it if you can't use it when you need it?
And it's a reason why there's a Venn diagram that looks like a circle between people who are fine with Brian Thompson getting murdered on the street and people who are pro-Hamas. Like, it's an actual circle. Why?
Oh, boy. Here we go. Here we go. Somehow this is about Israel. Wow, man. I can't. Y'all have seen me for 2 hours fucking straight try to avoid this shit. I can't fucking avoid it. I fucking can't. I'm going to buy Alchemist's Vital with Rob Marciano if I can get it. Hopefully that'll make peace. Self-insurance is the way to go, but you can't find professionals that take cash for their services. Yeah. Unless you're super wealthy, right? Oh, man. Of course this is about Israel.
Oh, my God. Oh, Oh my!
Fuck.
This is insane.
I know Forbidden Ruin control
You know who
myself.
else
It's
drinks
like,
water?
for fuck's sake! Oh, shit. This is like, God, there's a meme. It's a fucking meme. It is a meme, man. Like I said, my logo was made. Please don't. Please leave me alone. I didn't do anything. I fucking can't. This is fucking incredible. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Hitler. Not everything. Of
course, that's what he says.
It's a right versus left issue. Many times it's just a right versus wrong issue. Now, I don't know what his stock portfolio looks like, but I know that United Health is in the S&P 100, so I'm assuming he benefits financially in some way. I'm not accusing him of taking a side because of that. I know the Daily Wire makes $200 million a year. I stand corrected, $220 million. My point is,
the Daily Wire makes $220 million a year? Wow. The right is filled with NPCs just like the left. I know I've been beating that drum, but the fact that this shitty organization makes $220 a year? What the fuck? Come on now. How, Sway, right? Forbidden Ruin? Fucking how does that happen? How in a million years can this company, who is giving them the money? That's got to be laundered money, right? Like, there's no way they have that much subscribership to have earned that much money. How are they earning that much money? You're telling me that many people watch Run, Hide, Fight? They fucking made $220 million a year? That's crazy. Listen, did they put Fetty in this weed? Is everybody else high? Are we all in a collective like acid trip? How the fuck does the Daily, out of all the things we've covered between Jay-Z raping motherfuckers, Hawk Tour ripping off motherfuckers, the Tate's getting hacked, and this bullshit that we've covered tonight, the most surprising thing of all of it is that the Daily Wire makes $220 million a year. Because I would have thought, they had their run in 2020, 2021. Certainly they fallen off, right? No, that's crazy work. Crazy work. It has to, like, you know what? Shout out to Ben Shapiro. If those are real numbers, I don't know how you doing it. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. Lady Ballers. Oh, man. Shit, maybe I fucked up, guys. Maybe I should have just been one of the quote-unquote good ones and done MAGA rap. That's why morality is important, guys. Because if we're talking economics for this channel and this character and persona of Vigilante Williamson, I'm sitting here, I try to be legitimate and try to be actually somewhat journalistic. Obviously, I have my slant, but try to announce it at all times, criticize both sides, and then I'm doing the music, and the political shit got old, even though we can't help run away from it. And I didn't want to just be somebody who just said woke stuff bad. Stop covering wokeness and entertainment business. But if I just sucked the right people off pause, covered the right things, did the fear mongering, blame the left for everything, every one of your problems thing, and done MAGA rap, I left a lot of money on the table and didn't realize it until right now. Because there has to be so many delusional, it ain't right unless it's on the right motherfuckers. Please tell me what I should boycott next. Political pundit motherfuckers, true patriot motherfuckers, Sherry's Berries motherfuckers, Black Rifle Coffee motherfuckers. It's so many of them that this company can generate $220 million a year. That's unreal to me. Unreal to me. I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. You did tell me, and I'm not going to be mad because I'm cool with it to an extent, right? Because I just didn't realize how, I thought it was like, oh, you can make like a couple grand. Like, no, motherfucker, you can make a lot of money by just being a political partisan and spamming that political side, because people love hearing things they agree with, and they love being able to outsource their thinking on topics. How should I feel about XYZ? And that's why that they paid him to try to sun the crowd. He knows this is bullshit, but he's trying to gaslight his audience. At least give it a fucking shot. But there's so much cognitive dissonance that even they aren't stupid enough. Even though somehow they're stupid enough to pay this fucker, they're not stupid enough to fall for this. But you did say it. Criticize both sides. We're trying not to be that word, Brandon Holler. We've been trying all night. Saw someone make a fake CEO assassin in a G.I. Joe package. Figure collector's edition. I love action figures, so I might buy that. Makes sense he's still spurging about the left. If it makes that much money, god damn, I didn't make it. You said that, but did you think that it made enough? Even you sent your dildo. That you're right, one of the good ones is a guaranteed bag. I know it is. Look at the Officer Tatum and some of these other motherfuckers. Did you think it was that big of a bag that these motherfuckers could still make $220 million? You knew it was I knew it was a bag. But I didn't think it was like that. Because they're incompetent, right? They're not good. Like, Daily Wire isn't good, even for the space. Yeah, hell no. Not that much. Not like that. I had no clue. No clue was like that. Golly, these motherfuckers are throwing away the bread. Holy shit. No wonder the market is going that way, man. No wonder. Because these motherfuckers, and if I'm not explaining everything, for him to have profited $220 million, that means there are so many people who blindly spend money based on politics, and their politics being on the right, that the market has to correct towards it because they're blindly throwing money around for him to get that much money. They're just slinging dough around. It's just getting fucking slung around like a like a fucking sorority girl at a motherfucking kegger. I remember watching Officer Tate when I was 18. I remember watching him back in the day. And I just said his name. I don't know. I haven't watched his content in years to know if it's good or bad. But it's just that if you were, and on some level, I tried to go that, add that to what I was doing. But unfortunately, I'm cursed with being a bad liar. And so I just always try to be honest. So when I feel a certain way, I let it be known. And some of my takes, the more time went on, I couldn't align my takes with just the core NPC, the conservative NPC, or the non-leftist NPC, the fandom NPC thought process. And so as I saw that divide grow, I had to be honest with myself. So that's my curse. Someone caught me off of traffic. Damn, Hamas, right? Yeah, Forbidden Rule, and we say the same thing, small time. He linked the United CEO's death to pro-Hamas terrorists. That's crazy work. And yeah, that's a lot of mugs. Oh yeah, wrong guy. Did he offer them like $50 million? Remember that the fucking Crowder thing? Going back to that. Yeah, someone cut me off of traffic. It was Hamas. I loaded a kick to unfollow someone. Ice Poseidon still streaming. I didn't know who Ice Poseidon it was. He said, I haven't heard that name in years. Blame Hamas for Vig not going the MAGA rat way. Boy, did I leave money on the table. Let's see if there's more from his chat. That's all I want to see. And after that, we can probably wrap the stream up. Crazy work. 50 million, yeah. Golly. I did not know that the grifting was paying this much. We call these motherfuckers grifters. You gotta also call them smart business. Man. there's a lot of money out here, man. Ice, the original troll, he abused. Oh, Jesus. Abused a special needs individual. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I'm sure Ben is fine financially as long as his contract is better than what other talents have been offered by Jeremy Boring. It's sad that Ben feels like he has to defend capitalism at any cost. Capitalism is not the same as a free market. If we lived in a free market, then monopolies wouldn't be illegal. They are supposed to be illegal, but unfortunately, these companies are working towards monopoly. And the bigger they get, the bigger they can become. We've all played Monopoly. We know what happens in Monopoly. You win by bankrupting everybody else. You keep playing until everybody runs out of money. Parker Brothers wasn't the first to realize this phenomenon, which ironically, they were acquired by Hasbro in 1991 for $500 million, so they saw this phenomenon play out themselves. But the issue is biblical. Matthew 13:12 states, "For whoever has, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance, but whoever has not, from him shall be taken away even that he has." Now I have something for my fellow heathens. Humanist Peter Thiel.
And my claim is that everybody who is a founder, an entrepreneur, an investor, an early employee in these companies, you always want to aim for monopoly. And that is what you would want to aim for on the inside. We can have a discussion about what kinds of monopolies are good or bad for society at large, but on the inside, that is what you always want to aim for. You don't want to have crazy competition. And so I think that
okay, this is Peter Thiel's a piece of shit. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck the right. So that's why I can't do that. Yeah, Carl, I'm not gonna do that. I wouldn't do that on either side. I wouldn't just call out another black person. Like if they ever, I thought about that. You know when that moment hit me. And shout out to him. Not knocking. I'm not accusing him of being a racist, but because I was basically had him in white slavery because I wasn't paying him that much. Former editor. Wait, now I don't know if he's here lurking. He had a thumbnail. I forgot the asshole, but he had idiot in it. And I'm like, no, you just don't call him an idiot. It was one of these blackity black fucking race peddling motherfuckers. He had said something stupid. I forgot the fucking context. He put idiot. I said, don't call him an idiot. Call him something else. I just didn't like the idea of just calling this black man an idiot. I just didn't. He kind of was. I don't know. But it was like, this is harmless. He ain't hurt nobody. He just said something stupid. I don't give a shit. So I wouldn't want to do that. You know what I mean? I'm not the guy to just cape for people when they do crazy shit. But I'm not the guy to just bash black people just because either. So I'm like, I don't want to do that. But that's what they do. Both sides do that shit. They're hiring them to debate each other. I'm not about to just debate Ta-Nehisi Coates. I don't agree with most of the shit he says. Or all the shit. But I don't give a fuck. I'm not about to do all that shit. That's dumb. I probably smoke. If I didn't know we met in a different kind, I might be smoking with him. You know what I'm saying? So like, well, that's just not, I'm just not that guy. Not that guy. Or you go to jail going back to Monopoly. That's true. ICE is going back to, oh yeah, I said that. You can make a temporary doc and get $300 million too. All these weirdos out in South Korea and Tokyo, he was doing it. This ICE guy was doing it in California, LA, or San Francisco. And I heard of Johnny Somali, but I don't know about him. I've heard that word, or that phrase, that name, Johnny Somali. He's a spiritual successor to Ice Poseidon. And then, yeah, of course, you could go to jail, go directly to jail, do not pass go, and Monopoly as well. But yeah, the Daily Wire crowd loves to hear black criticizing black, one of the good ones. Well, black culture is this and black culture is that. It's like, man, I also live around poor white people. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? I've been to West Virginia. It wasn't a lot of teeth, man. That's all I'm saying, man. PayPal Mafia is the wrong group. PayPal coincidences? Maybe. Maybe the PayPal coincidences. They gonna change their name like the Redskins. Yeah, the one of the good ones gimmick, quote unquote. shout out to what's the guy? And he's a big dude too. I can't think of it. He's running that gimmick. Oh, he's from. Sometimes he has interesting. Jason Whitlock. He runs a similar gimmick to that. One of the good ones. Can we pretend Johnny Somali off the United CEO? Call the case closed. They might before long if they can't get this motherfucker who killed him. Let me look up Johnny Somali before we get out here. I never heard of him, but he's an online streamer. Oh, he did. Oh, it goes back. You guys mentioned, so he did some crazy shit in South Korea. I think I may have seen his dickhead before. Oh, Jesus. Where the docs the fucking Gmail? I mean, you can email me still. And again, keep showing the fucking shit I'm looking at. By the way, I'm sure nobody knows that these Behringer preamps are good, but I do want one. If they are, I don't know if they are. Controversial American live streamers facing the prospect of President of South Korea for his offensive antics in the case shining a light over the so-called rise of nuanced influencers. Ramzi Khalid Ismail, 24, commonly known by his online alias Johnny Somali, has been causing commotion at a convenience store. Indicted of causing commotion. Oh man, he can get 5 years. A departure ban has been issued, preventing him from leaving the country. Oof. It's unclear if he has an attorney. He might get what he fucking deserves. I'm not a fan of the joke streamer online, they call him a nuisance streamer, nuisance creator, people who annoy people in real life and then put it as content. And I guess he's one of those assholes. You can find low 5 figures on Instagram, TikTok. I see. But I mean, you see how much money is out there online, man. Being an online personality, this channel will never grow, especially after this stream. We offended the wrong people. But there's money out here. 65-year-old tourist carving letters in a shrine gate. They're talking about other crazy shit that foreigners have done online. Last year, the streamer was arrested in Osaka for suspicion of trespassing a construction site. Caused outrage in Japan, posting himself taunting commuters. Oh, man. Dark shit. John Lai, social cautionary tale about the risk of disregarding cultural about an interconnected world. Well, fuck around and find out, as the kids say. Can't help but hope he gets, he serves all fucking 5 years. Fuck him. Like, you know what I mean? Serve 5 years in a fucking Korean prison. I don't know how good or bad that is. But go fuck yourself, fucker. Like, you know what I mean? Like, who the fuck are you? You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck are you to be going to motherfuckers' country being disrespectful and shit? Like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody gotta do shit. Like, I wish you know what I mean? I'm so sick of these motherfuckers. I wish you the worst. Oh, he don't have rights to an attorney in South Korea? Well, good. I don't know what a Korean prison's like, but I hope he fucking finds out. Yeah, I'm with you, Brandon Harlem. He did it. Fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm so sick of these assholes on the internet doing dumb shit, fucking with people, fucking with normal people, just trying to live their lives, go about their day for some fucking content. Oh, it's still a coincidence, crew guy. Shit. Fuck. I hope y'all enjoyed this stream. VigilanteWilliamson loves his life and did not harm himself. Jesus Christ. Please protect this stream. And deliver me from these people of a specific hat size. Jesus. And no pun intended with that. I'm just praying because I'm gonna need some help. Send him to a Russian prison? Yeah. Pause. South Korea had no rights to an attorney since Forbidden Ruin. They should have random Johnny Somali in GTA 6. You run around and punch people when you find, or you punch them when you find them, says Brandon Harlem. Well, I'm sure they can already make them in GTA 5 on these different servers. Jack Doherty is the worst when it comes to the prankers. That's how stupid these kids are. You think he has U.S. rights to South Korea? Yeah. there's a lot of people who don't realize, no, you're not in the U.S., motherfucker. Silver lining, he's getting his ass beat by South Koreans. He absolutely is. The Coincidence Crew is a great name. I'm trying to stay alive. Bye-bye. Fizz is getting out of here. We'll be getting out of here in a second, but I appreciate you being here, Fizz. We disavow all the opinions in the chat. In all reality, I know there are normal people who happen to belong to a background in faith who are good people who do nothing wrong. Just like there are normal people of all religions and all races, right? And people who are productive members of the society. But there's some people who ain't. And if I criticize some people who ain't, it's not trying to be disrespectful to the whole, no matter what group they belong to. Be them white, black, gay, straight, Coincidence Crew, Asian, Blasian, a mix thereof, no matter what they are. I'm not criticizing people based upon their background and demographics. I'm criticizing people based upon the actions and the things that they say. That is the goal. So that's a legit disclaimer. I don't care how gay it sounds. Why are you gay? I'm not trying to offend nobody in that group either. Because I don't want to get hacked. I ain't got no shit to hide besides some big booty porno and like my name and shit. But still. And the fact that I'm broke as fuck. I mean, but still. I just that's the disclaimer. I did it. And for real, Richard just puts Nazi. It's just fuck. But one of the reasons I do that is because everybody has a right to get through their fucking day, right? And there's people who lurk. I don't know what background the people who lurk are. So everybody got a right to just get through their day. I'm not trying to fuck up nobody else's day. Because I see all this bullshit. I see so much brain rot and bullshit content on the internet. I don't want to contribute to that. So it's just fun. That's why I love y'all and hate y'all at the very same time. But we're getting out of here. This has been a fun stream. Usually this is a game stream. This is a casual because we had stuff to talk about. And it was tons of stuff. This is fun. And I love you. I think most people do. Almost made the whole stream. In any event, speaking of brain rot, what brain rot do we got for the people? The Sister Digital tossing out. Oh, hell no. What is this? What is this? %, Man of Steel, 90%. Man of Steel. This is crazy. Oh, because he has like a skin thing. This is crazy. Okay, I'm good with that. All right. If you like the video, please like the video. If you I do something rash, no, I didn't tell you to do it. Just because my name is VigilanteWilliamson doesn't mean I encourage vigilantism, but I don't discourage it either. So see you West Us have a holo one. That's probably not what you meant to say. In any event, if you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do that. Have a large hat one, any size hat that you choose. And even I'm scared to see what that is. I'm not even gonna do it on stream. I'm too scared. Even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Good night or God bless. I'll talk to you later. Hopefully I can get a couple clips out of this stream because there were some funny moments. Peace.